Hello, everybody. I've got an evening with Broad's Drones, Ben, tonight, because he's come on and asked me to do a one-to-one with him. But I've already done a one-to-one with Ben previously. He was one of my first people who I interviewed on the one-to-one series. But he's asked me, and when he comes in, because I've had to post a link. Hello, Jeanette. So if you want to come on, Jeanette, you're quite welcome. Or Ian Drones, if you all want to come on, you're quite welcome. Just click on the link and hopefully you can come and join me. I thought, well, with Ben asking me, but he hasn't clicked on the link yet for some reason. Please, Ben, just click on the link in the live chat window and then you will be able to join me. So hope you are all okay, and you enjoyed the review show today. Hello, Foundation Ariel. And Mark plays. Hey, Mark. Oh, he's here. He's Broad Drone. So, hello, Ben. So, I'll tell you what, he's playing up tonight, Hangouts, because I couldn't get you through doing the invite. So, how are you, Ben?
I'm very well, thanks, Keith. Good evening. How are you?
Okay, thank you. So, I'm not going to do an interview with you, but we'll talk about drones. Especially, can you tell us a little bit about the course that you went on?
Oh yeah, well, that was I was quite fortunate, really. Obviously, through work, some of the viewers will know that I work for the local fire service, basically, and yeah, they knew that I was, or my bosses and what have you, obviously knew that I'd been into drones for a little while, for a couple of years now, and flown the Phantom and what have you, things like that. So I got invited along to a few of the meetings and discussions on what they were going to get. Really, we looked at a few different models. A1 Sky Ranger was an expensive one, but a decent drone, obviously. We were almost ready to buy the unique H520, the orange search and rescue type thing. That was the one they were almost going to go for, but then last minute they decided they were going to go for DJI. We trialed the DJI Inspire 1, and obviously I was quite familiar with the DJI stuff anyway. So yeah, we bought several months ago now. They bought a Inspire 1, and put about a dozen of myself and about a dozen of my colleagues sort of went and did the I forget what they call the course now. It's not a permission for commercial operations. I didn't really have a very good understanding of it, but the permission for commercial operations obviously is what the CAA issue once you've done the certificate. So we all went and did an RPQ course, what they call it, which is the remote pilot qualification. That was a 1 week long course. Really interesting. Not much flying involved with that, really, because they kind of expect you to know how to fly, but it's all to do with kind of air law, just legislation, that sort of thing, really. Obviously, quite a lot of safety involved with that, privacy laws, that kind of thing, really. So it was an interesting week. It was a good week. Obviously, we had to do a flight test, so we did the flight test with the Inspire 1. Which we've got obviously thermal image capabilities on, which is obviously very important for the kind of work we're doing. But the big decent toy that they've finally bought us now, which we've had for a couple of weeks or a few weeks now, is the Matrice 210, which I obviously, if any of you seen my videos, I managed to get my hands on it a week or so ago and have a little fly with that. But absolutely brilliant, interesting bit of kit that.
Oh, so how many of you in the fire service in your area are actual pilots
now? There's only about 12 of us at the actual pilots, to be honest with you. So yeah, we've not used it operationally yet. We're still they've just got the permission for commercial operations, or it's very close to being issued, basically. I've not been involved with that side, so obviously the ops manual's been written. I've got a copy of the ops manual here, but I wasn't actually involved with the writing of it or anything. So as far as the commercial operations bit, I've been quite fortunate to just do the week-long course, and then the hard work of writing the manual, which I think a lot of the people that have got the commercial stuff have got is quite a tricky bit to write, basically, if you're writing it from scratch, I guess.
Cool. So, what do you personally think to the infrared camera?
Yeah, the thermal image bit is brilliant. I quite like the fact you can change the different palettes and the different ranges and stuff on it. So it's really good for picking people out and heat sources and that kind of thing. Because we're not just going to use it at fires; we'll use it for sort of search and rescue, and partner agencies basically are going to be involved with it. So it's not just us; there will be others using it as well.
So what's the range of the drone?
I think it's very much the same as the Inspire, really. Again, obviously, we're governed by legislation and what have you, so we can't take it beyond extended visual line of sight, really. So we've got no need to go beyond 1,000 meters, to be perfectly honest with you. Emergency services do get certain exemptions, and every time we use those exemptions, we have to inform the CAA that we've used them. So basically, we are allowed to go beyond the 400 feet, as long as we tell the CAA why we've gone beyond the 400 feet and whereabouts we've done it, that sort of thing, really.
Ooh, I bet you can't itch to get it on an operation sometime then.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some jobs with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because Jeanette Pickering, who's in the chat, that's a fireman. He's one of her. Oh.
I did read that in the comments. It's quite tricky. What I need to do is put the Hangouts over the top of the comment, or over the top of the
YouTube window. Yeah, that's what you should do.
I'm going to end up losing it, I think.
Yeah. So why haven't you done a live Hangout for so long? Because I mean, last time you was on a Hangout was with 2 or 3 of your friends and me, who were part of your Norwich Facebook group of drones, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that was probably February, March time this year, I think. So
it was February time. Yeah. You know,
yeah,
I've got memories for things like that, but not for names or anything like that. But, yeah, you know, I'm a member of the Facebook, but you know, I'm surprised that you've never done anymore. Because I was expecting when you passed the course or while you was on the course, I thought you might have done a few live streams.
Yeah, I would have done, really, but just not had the time, to be honest with you, Keith. It's a rare evening. My wife's out at work, kids are in bed, and I thought, I'll see what Keith's up to. But anyway, congratulations, Keith, on your, I was going to say 1,000, but when I looked earlier, you've got 1,130 subscribers now, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, it's only through live streaming, Ben. The more live streaming you do, and the more you go into other lives, you always get subs. So just put something in the chat window for me, and I'll make you a moderator, and then you can put your channel link in.
What, in the live chat window?
Yeah, just say hello or something like that, and then I can make you a moderator.
I can't type and talk. That's beyond me. I'm a man, remember?
Yeah. Well, you know, you get used to it when you're doing live streams. So, hello, Rob Miles and Ian Drones and Darwin Drones. So, I'm just going to make you a moderator to give you a wrench.
Okay, then.
You've got it now, so you can put the link to your channel in, because if anybody wants to sub to you on the live stream, they can sub to you by hitting the 3 dots on the right side.
Cheers, Keith. Right. I've had to put the baby monitor on tonight. My little boy's not very well, so he's coughing tonight. I don't know if you can hear him in the background.
Yeah, I can. So you've also got a green screen there. So
I've ironed the green screen today. It's been chucked in a cupboard, and I got it out earlier, and it was all creased. So I thought I'm going to hang it up to just to see if it'll straighten itself out. It's got a few little creases in it, which isn't too bad. It works quite well. I've only used it on a couple of my videos, but yeah, I mean, it was a cheapy one off eBay, sort of about £6, I think. It's not a particularly big green screen, but wanted to have a little experiment with it.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, it does the job. Yeah.
So,
To be honest, the video I used it for, because obviously the light in here is not great. They're LED spotlights, and you can see like one half of my face is kind of shadowed, isn't it?
yeah.
This is actually better if I take it outside and pin it up on the extension guttering. And the last video I did with the Inspire, I used the green screens to sort of talk over the intro of it basically, and yeah, that worked really well.
Cool. What software program?
Right, now you're asking. This Seraph is my favourite sort of video editing software. It's quite an old program now, but that's what I'm used to really. I've been using it 5 or 6 years, I suppose. So yeah, that's just it's an older bit of software, but it does the job, and I know my way around it. So I quite like to sort of stick with what I know, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already subscribed to Billy's family. Hello, Billy's family. Sorry about this, but when you're doing a live stream, you've got to keep up with the chat. So another thing I want, just getting off the drone topic for a minute, because you recently, or I would say, 3 months ago, you got married at long last. So
I did, yes.
How are you finding married life?
Do you know what, Keith? I get asked that question a lot. People keep saying to me, "How's married life? Is it any different?" And no, it's not. Is the answer. The only difference is the wallet. I have less money now than what I did have before.
Ooh. Yeah, you've been with her a long time, though, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been together for probably 15 years, to be honest, and we've just got married. But as obviously, weddings are expensive, aren't they? So, yeah.
So did you have the wedding film then, video?
My sister's done the wedding video for me. She's very good at video editing as well. And I contemplated on getting a drone videographer in for the day.
Yeah.
Which my wife wasn't entirely keen on, but because that was going to be another expense on what was already quite an expensive wedding. But I spoke to the venue and said, "Look, well, I'd quite like to do some drone video there, this, that, and the other." They said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. You've got the whole venue to yourselves. You can do what you like, basically. You've got a free run of the land and whatever. And it's a lovely big bit of land. So, yeah, I took mine and flew myself, basically. And we had the photographer there, got everyone to do the big heart shape. He'd never done anything with drones and stuff before. My photographer was really sort of interested. I might have even got him hooked on it. So we'll have to see. But, yeah, no, it came out really nicely. I'd say we did the heart and got all the family and friends to stand there, and it came out much better than we thought, to be honest with you. So I was pleased with that.
Oh, great. So do you mind if I invite a few people in to join the conversation then?
No, that'd be good. Let's have a few more in there.
Yeah. Okay, then. I'm just going to do, because Pixie's got a drone.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen his channel when he's on Sean's. I've invited him in. I'll invite Jeanette Pickering in as well. She's on. Oh, I can't. Jeanette Pickering, I can't invite you in, so I'll have to put the thing up for a few seconds. The link, because when you put the link into the chat window, you sometimes get trolls in. So I put it in for a few seconds. And then go. So anyone who wants to come in, Ian, if you want to come in, anybody, you're quite welcome to come in. These J&B's Adventures, he's in. So just click on the link and join the conversation with Ben, because it's not a one-to-one. Because Ben, I think you was the first one I interviewed. Your second one. Yeah,
it was quite early on, wasn't it? I know. I can't remember who the first one was, but yeah, I know it was quite early on in your one-to-ones. And I remember at the time, Keith, you were limiting us to about 15 or 20 minutes. That seems to have slipped a little bit.
Oh, it has by a long way. I mean, the average now is about an hour and a half. Oh, Jeanette's joined us. This is Jeanette. Ben,
hello.
And that's Ben.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks for embarrassing me, Keith.
Why?
When you said I like firemen. I just told Pixie when he come downstairs. I says, if I were on camera now, I bet my face is still red, isn't it?
No, you're all right.
Yeah, Pixie's just uploading a video and he says he'll join in a minute.
Yeah. Who else have we got on?
Jab's Adventures.
Hello, Jay.
Oh, it's Brian. Is your name Brian?
Joe.
Oh.
What's your name then? Is it John?
Joe.
John.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, John. Welcome to joining us on the first live stream. And that's Ben. So Ben's from Norwich.
He's from Norwich, baby. Hey. We actually used to live in Great Yarmouth.
Did you? I'm not actually in Norwich. I'm Lowestoft, which is just south of Great Yarmouth.
We used to live at Copter.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, me memory's not that good about where you lived. It's Lowestoft. Sorry, I do apologise for making a mistake there.
Close enough, Keith. Yeah. That's not a Copter accent, is it?
Yeah. No.
No. I'm originally from Nottinghamshire.
Yeah. So, Jeanette,
I guess that's not an accent.
Yeah, Jeanette, are you on your phone?
Yes, I am.
Can't you turn it into landscape mode?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. A lot better.
Yeah. And Pixie, my husband, he's Yorkshire.
Is it Yorkshire, you say, is he?
Pardon?
Yorkshire, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in Sheffield.
Okay.
Oh, look out. We've got Random Life Productions, who's already moaning because we're talking about drones. We're not talking about drones, Gail. We were, but now it's a general conversation. So if you would like to join us, you are quite welcome. I'll send you an invite if it works.
And I'm the latest drone widow.
The latest drone widow, hey? Have you flown it yet? No.
I haven't got that much confidence. I mean, Pixie, my husband, he's only had his about how long, Keith? About 4 weeks.
About 4 weeks, yeah.
Ready. And crashed it already, he says.
I was going to say, yeah, I see he'd crashed it already into some trees.
Yeah.
But
well, it's a long story. I'll let Pixie explain it to you. I mean, I was sat in the car, but it was something about the altitude, and he'd done return to home thing, and then he had to take it off the return to home thing, and a gust of wind just took it, and really lucky with it because it just broke the tip off one of the propellers.
Well, did you hear that?
So,
you seen that in the chat, Jeanette?
Pardon?
You seen that? What Random's put in the chat window?
I can't see the chat.
Oh, Nigella is on tally. Eagle or Nigella? Nigella wins.
Nigella?
Yeah. Disgusting.
What?
And I didn't know Vlog from the Bog was on as well. He's live. Oh, if I'd have known.
Oh, yeah. Barry went about 8 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. Do apologise for that.
What was this about, Nigella? What was that?
Well, she's on TV, isn't she? So Random Life Productions watches her.
I still didn't get it because you're breaking up a little bit.
I says, Nigella's on television.
Oh.
It's a choice between her and me, and she's chosen Nigella.
Oh, right. I get you now.
Yeah. So, John, whereabouts are you from then?
East Coast of the U.S.
East Coast of the US. I'll tell you what, you're very quiet. I'll see if I can turn your mic up a bit.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
I hope that's going to be better.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's still quiet. Turned it up, but it's still very quiet. Also, whereabouts on the East Coast?
DC area.
DC area. Oh, nice then. Because and what drone you've got then?
I have the P3 standard.
Yeah. Because I've watched all your videos, you know. I mean, I follow your channel very closely, right, like I do Ben's. Ben's got all the thermal imaging cameras on his, you know. I mean, I can't compete with that.
No, me either.
Well, they're not technically my thermal image cameras, are they, Keith? They're the works thermal image cameras.
I was just telling Pixie about it. I said you've just been on a course, and because of your job, you've course about, you know, in thermal imaging and whatnot. Even though I don't really understand it myself, but so I bet it was quite interesting.
Yeah, the thermal imaging bit's good, but for me, I think the best bit about that, well, especially the Matrice, is the Zenmuse Z30, which is the big super zoom camera. Absolutely amazing zoom on that. I didn't tell you, did I, Keith? That video, the last video I did with the Matrice, all looked all nice, and we almost lost it. We lost the GPS, and it just all of a sudden, my colleague was flying it. I wasn't flying it at the time. My colleague was. And it just came up on the screen, no GPS. And he was controlling the cameras, and he didn't really realise at the time because it was on a sort of a follow mode, so it was kind of just watching a certain point on the ground. And I was watching the drone, and it just started just drifting across in the sky. And I said to him, "Are you doing that?" And he said, "No." He said, "I'm just controlling the camera." And we watched it, and obviously it was going downwind, so the wind was taking it away. And I said, "Well, hit the return to home." So we pressed return to home, but it said on the screen there, and we were on DJI Pilot at the time because we can use either DJI Pilot or DJI Go 4. And on DJI Pilot, it it just said no GPS. We hit return to home, nothing would happen, and it was getting further and further away. I said to him, "Do you want me to fly it back?" And he kind of threw me the center controller, and I flicked it down to ATI mode, spun it round, and then just flew it back. But I mean, Works still won't tell me how much they paid for that drone. It was I know that the XT thermal was about $8,000, and the Z30 camera on its own is about $8,000 as well. So 16 grand's worth of just cameras. So I've no idea what the drone itself.
I think it's around.
So is it a two-man job then when you fly the drone? Does one operate the camera individually and one operates the drone?
Yeah, what we had when we're flying the Inspire, we actually had two controls for the Inspire. So like you say, one is the master, which does all the flying, and the second is the slave. So you can fly that, you just basically control the camera. I've not used it since we've had the slave, but we've now got a slave for the Matrice as well, which turned up a couple of days ago, but I've not used it since. But we can do the same on that now. So the Matrice has actually got three cameras. It's got a built-in forward-facing FPV camera, and then it's obviously got the twin gimbals as well, with which we can control. So yeah, it's a good bit of kit, but it is a two-person job basically. Yeah.
What drone you got then, actually, then, Ben?
My own one's the Phantom 3 Professional.
Oh, Pixie's just bought the DJI Phantom Standard, the 3 Standard.
Yeah, which is pretty much exactly the same sort of thing, basically, isn't it? So yeah, they're very, very similar. In fact, they're all very similar to fly. Even the big Matrice that I fly with work, the controls are pretty much exactly the same. You wouldn't know. If someone just handed you the control and you flew it and you couldn't see it, you wouldn't know what you were flying. To be honest, they fly on the handle. It's pretty much exactly the same.
Well, I'm blaming Keith for getting my other half hooked. Because we went over to visit Keith in Cleethorpes, and he let him have a fly of his Advance, and it was up then, so he's had to buy his own.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Keith.
Hi, Jerry and True Drone Reviews. Nice to have you in here. And just I don't know whether Ian wants to come in. If you do, just tell me and I'll send you an invite.
Well, what I'll do, Keith, is once Pixie's uploaded his video, I'll leave and I'll let Pixie come on.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, that's all right. Anytime.
He's just uploading a
video, yeah.
A video at the moment, so he just says you go in on my behalf, and as soon as I've done, I'll come in.
Yeah. So, would you like to come in through drone reviews? I'm asking everyone, you know, especially the drone community. So, Ben, what did you think to, and John, what did you think to Sean's live stream last night? No one saying anything.
I was letting Charles do it. No, it's good. It was, as always. It's always good listening to Sean's show, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he has some good followers, doesn't he?
Yeah. It was a good show. I almost missed it last night. It was just pure luck that I clicked on it. I didn't realise it was Sunday, to be honest. Because of the shifts I work, I always kind of forget what day is what, if you like. And I'd forgotten it was Sunday, and I looked at my phone and oh, Sean's on. So I've only missed about the first 10 minutes, and then I think I left about 5 minutes before the end. So I've got about 15 minutes worth of watching to catch up on, I think, before I just check the rest of the show out.
Yeah. I missed it, not this week, but last week. I forgot all about it, and I'm the only moderator in the place.
I actually thought I'd missed one of your drone flyer reviews on Monday. I was quite worried about you, Keith, when there was a Monday missed, but obviously you're allowed to have a week off and visit your daughter, so that's fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that takes me hours. I must scroll through about 200 or 300 videos to find channels because you only want channels that are active, that put stuff up. And those 3 channels I found this week, I thought they were very, very interesting, especially the first one. I thought that first one, the cinematic, was absolutely stunning. Brilliant.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. I can't remember I don't know if you can remember what that one was called, but I've watched several of his videos. But that's a brilliant channel. I say you do well finding them because there was absolutely excellent channels you found there, Keith.
Yeah. I'm going to say I did make a comment, and the thing about Keith is, it's like there's different drone flyers, and it's amazing to see the different parts of where they come from. You know, like yourself, you're in Lowestoft, and JAB Adventures is from America, and obviously you've got a lot of UK drone. It's nice to see scenery from all over the world.
Yeah, well, that's why I do it. I look for channels that Sean don't subscribe to, that Ben don't subscribe to, you know, and I don't, because I'm always looking to find new drone channels to subscribe to, you know, because there's some interesting drone channels about.
Well, that's it. I mean, YouTube is not just for, you know, everyone. You know, it's amazing drone people there are out there.
Oh yeah, there's thousands of drone channels, and when you look at the places, I mean, all you've got to do is go aerial footage or drone footage of whichever country you want to go, and there's hundreds of, you know, and you think to yourself, I mean, like that one. Now, where was it? The second or third one? The second one. I didn't think you were allowed to fly drones.
Now, just because you're not allowed to fly drones doesn't always mean to say that people don't. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, going away from the drone thing, did you get me out of here?
I watched a bit of it last night where they introduced that YouTuber who's got over 1 million subscribers. Yeah,
I was just going to say there is actually a YouTuber on I'm a Celebrity, and the same as I said to Pixie. Now, how is he a celebrity? Yeah, he might be a celebrity in the YouTube world. I wouldn't class him as a celebrity.
No, because I didn't know about his channel or anything.
I'd never heard of him. I actually had to go onto YouTube and look up his channel. Before I thought, well, yeah, that's him, but I wouldn't class him as a celebrity.
We'll get Keith on there next year, perhaps then.
I'll say you never know. This time next year, one of you lot might be on I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah, I'll take Pixies channel's got more subscribers than me, and he keeps on going up. How many you got, John, on subscribers?
I have 185 right now.
We'll have to get your channel up. So if anyone, I've made you a moderator, John. So if you want to put a link to your channel up in the chat, if anybody don't subscribe to you, then they can go ahead and subscribe to you then.
All right.
Welcome, Fleabag Productions. Nice to have you here.
And believe it or believe it not, I mean, I didn't join till July of this year, and I've now got 357 subscribers.
1,219.
1,219, I hear the voice say. That must be
Yeah.
you.
I don't belong.
It says it not belong.
So anybody who hasn't subscribed to J&B's Adventures, go over.
I think I'm already subscribed.
That's it. Yeah, I know that most of us have. You know, because our viewers have gone down. I've only got 6 viewers. Normally I've about 15 to 20 viewers. That is bad, but I've got 10 likes.
Anyway, Keith, Pixie not let me go anywhere near his drone. That's his Betty.
Not touchy Betty.
Calling your drone Betty.
Call Barbara.
Yeah.
Told and battered.
I'll tell you what, I thought he would have had Sheffield United colours on the arms and calling it a blade.
Hey,
It's got red on it.
I was going to say, game chance yet, Keith. It's time for that.
Yeah. I think Ian Drones has got some to you, John.
I was going to say.
Thank you, man.
So how many subs you got then, Ben, now?
I think it was. What have I got now? Hang on. Let me have a look. Do it on the phone. My channel. We are now exactly 240. So not many.
No, well, you've got to work at it, but I know you've got a full-time job, and Jeanette is a fireman.
Yeah, so you made it blatantly obvious earlier on.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch Keith's Bad Boy interview, Ben, you'll know what he's on about. I was his guinea pig for his first ever Bad Boy Keith interview.
Where?
Yeah. Have you watched it, Ben?
I think I've watched some of it. I haven't watched all of it, obviously, because how many have you done now? The Bad Boy ones? I thought it was only one.
Only the one.
I've only done one Bad Boy one, but I've interviewed 37 different channels.
Have you? That's pretty good going.
Yeah, and I've got 2 up this week. I've got Granny Vapes on Wednesday, and I've got Catfish Jones on Saturday this week. And then next week, hopefully I've got Daryl Cheeks on, and he's a missionary in the Philippines.
So are these going to be one-to-ones or Bad Boy Keiths?
No, the Bad Boy was a one-off.
Ah.
well, you see, the thing is, because we visited Keith and he's visited us on a personal level, I volunteered my services guinea pig because we know each other like in a personal way, but obviously he does now. But you know, we know each other. We've met each other on a couple of occasions. So I says to him, you know, if it's going to be anybody, I'll let you interview me.
I'm actually going to have to run and get my kids.
And just to let you know, next Monday, I think it's about 9:30, I am being interviewed by Random Life Productions and Pauline's Just Living, doing a collab and interviewing me. I don't know whether it's a bad girls interview or whether it's going to be a straight good girl. Yes, I don't know. Okay then, John, thanks a lot for dropping in. A pleasure. Anytime you want to come on, just let us know. And if you would like an interview with the Eagle anytime, if you're up for one, I'm quite willing to do one.
Sounds good.
Okay, then I'll arrange it then, John. So say hello to the kids when you pick them up.
Will do.
And thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Cheerio.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, True Drown Reviews. It's Random Life Productions. And she's in the comments. So if you just click on the 3 dots to the right, and it will take you to her channel. And, you know, you can sub and see the interview next Monday night. I think it will be a good one.
Hello.
So, it'll be a good one, Gail. Have you got the questions sorted out? Yeah. What's he doing on your phone?
No, he's just come to the sofa and I'll just take camera around. Are you done yet?
No, it's uploaded now. I've had to put all description and everything. Channel, let's get it down there.
Oh yes, we've got his new channel up and running.
Have you? Oh, can you put a link in it, Chris, when you get on your computer?
Let's upstairs because there'll be feedback.
Is what he's going to do, Keith? He's going to go. I'll just let you.
When I go upstairs, there'll be because there'll be feedback down here with Jeanette being on her phone. She'll probably go on computer. I'll set it all up for her.
Okay then.
And then I'll put the link in the for the new channel on in the chat.
Okay then. Yeah. I'll yeah. Let Jeanette get off then now, and then put the computer on for her.
Yeah. What we've done is Random sent me like a short video because she went to Poundworld or something, and she sent me a video. So Random's uploaded onto it, Pixies uploaded onto it, and I did a short vlog for it as well.
Oh, good. Yeah. So tell me when you're on the computer, and I'll put the link back in for you to click.
He's just gone upstairs onto his laptop because same as he says, if we're both in the same room, we get a lot of reverb and whatever. Give me a shout when he's ready.
Good. Okay then, Rob. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
Where's Ben disappeared to?
He's got the kids. He's looking after the kids.
Oh.
It's just that Ben wanted a chat because he hasn't been on Hangouts for that long. And I thought, well, I'm not doing another interview with him because I did one in February. So it's a general chat about anything and drones and anything.
Like general chit chat.
Yeah. You know, because I don't often come on live, do I? Only on the.
Hey, Ben, this is our little boy.
15-year-old Callum.
Hello, Callum.
Hello.
Hello.
You won't believe we're only 15. He's 6 foot odd.
I've got a 17-year-old who's about the same height, I reckon.
Yeah. Pain in the backside.
Yeah, so do I. True Drone Reviews. She's brilliant at time-lapse video. Our Random Life channel's a brilliant channel. Do you
hey, talking of which, Keith?
Yeah.
Crimson's latest. Yourself on his latest video.
Yes, I've seen myself, Pauline's.
I had to watch it 3 times to find me, and it waited till Pixie told me football shit, and I had to watch it 3 times to actually find myself.
No, I saw myself, and I saw Gail, and I saw Pauline's Just Living, you know, and I thought, he's at it again, our Crimo.
that one he'd done with Pixie.
Yeah.
But yeah, see what Pixie's just said.
What? Yeah.
It says she's on another man's chest.
Oh, who's that?
Me, I'm on,
Oh,
on
yeah.
his shirt.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know. Well, you're that famous, you know.
And I had to watch it 3 times. He kept saying, well, I've watched it through twice and I ain't seen it. He says, you're there. Point it to me before I caught it.
Yeah. True Drone Reviews, he's put his link up. Ben, can you put your link up again for True Drone Reviews? Because he wants to sub to you.
Yeah, I think I've done that. It should be up there now.
Yeah, the link's up there, True Drone Reviews. Just click on it and that's his channel.
Right, I'm just going to shoot off 2 minutes because my little boy's coughing quite profusely again. So I think it's a quick cowpole top up because it must be gone 8:30. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, Ben, that's all right. Don't worry. You're a father. You've got responsibilities.
Sir.
So
Yeah,
Brandon, as
over. I still haven't had a chance to do my cookery vlog yet.
yeah, did you, Jeanette, have you watched Bossman's £5 challenge today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think to it?
Oh, very tasty. But same as that. I put in the comment I wouldn't have used mustard because we don't like mustard.
Yeah.
You know, I says I'll definitely try it out, but omit the mustard bit because we don't like mustard.
Yeah.
We just did it to flavour the chicken. 9 o'clock.
Oh, that one's done. Ian, if you want to come in, tell me and I'll put the link up for you. Because the hangout
Have you
will find you.
Bang on.
Upstairs, Keith, to fire his laptop because that takes about 10 minutes to fire up. And he's just waiting for that to download and then he's going to put me on the upload, download, whatever way load.
Okay, then I'm just going to put the link in for you, Ian, and you can come on board to the room. Put it up. It's up for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to find my AirPods. Yeah, don't spread the word around that you've got a bit of money.
So are you doing the challenge then, Keith, or
if I get time tomorrow, because we're out again with friends.
as Javon Zombie said, oh, if I'd have known, I'd have done it. And I put in the comments, I says, well, it's, you know, you've got till Wednesday to upload something, you know, you're quite welcome to
do it. Yeah.
I've even got that much meat left over, Keith. I put it in a tub and put it in the freezer.
Yeah. No, not at the moment, Random, because I haven't been sent the link. But when Chris comes on, or Jeanette comes on the computer, he's putting the link in so we can all go over and sub to the channel. And I hear you've uploaded already.
I'll just tell you what he's doing. He's just uploading something on his desktop PC. He's going to sign out of there and sign me in there. And then he's going to go upstairs on the laptop because we can't be in like same room as each other because it get a lot of reverb on it. Oh, well, whatever.
Just click on the link because it's going off. I don't like leaving it on.
Yeah, Keith. Cheers.
Ian, click on the link now. Oh, I've got a coffee and I ain't got a drink here now.
Yeah. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
He says,
hurry up. Oh, 3 uploads already on it. It's like a carb on it. Oh, wait. Come on, Ian, hurry up. click on it.
Yeah,
I'm
because
going to remove it now.
I've done one, and then picked one, and then I did one.
Yeah. So, Ian, when you are ready to come on, tell me, and I'll click the link on. Ben's back again now.
Yeah. Is everything okay, Ben?
Yeah, he's last couple of nights he's had quite a nasty cough. We think he might have croup or something. He's been to the doctors today, but he said plenty of fluids and Calpol because he's got a bit of a temperature as well. So yeah, he was due a Calpol top up. So
Mr. Eaglevp there. I actually had to message him on Hangouts because I thought he looked shocking when he did the drone review.
I've not seen that yet.
Yes, I don't feel well at all, really, because I've got a bad cough that I've had. I got a cold about 5 weeks ago, and every time I get a cold, I get a cough. Won't go months and months and months. Go to the doctor.
Couldn't they get you in soon?
Yeah, I'm seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, but he's got to make an appointment for the camera day.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, Ben.
yeah,
Pixie has got a grommet in his ear because he's had a bad ear since he was a child, and he went back to the doctors last week because he was getting like. It's all right, he's laughing because he got a pain in his just below his ear. So I went to the doctors, and this is advice from a doctor. Let me tell you. As the grommet's still there. You've just got a little bit of wax in it. She gave him some drops for in his ear. This pain, and she says, "Oh, you might have arthritis in your jaw." So she says, "You know, when you go in the bath," she says, or the shower, she says, "Do you put anything in your ear to stop the water from going in your ear?" No, why? So she says, "I've got some advice for you." She says, "Stick some blue tack in your ear."
I can remember doing that when I was little. I had grommets when I was probably about 8 years old, I think. And yeah, I remember having to have something in my ears when I was having baths when I was little. Yeah, but they took them out when I was probably about 10.
The doctor telling a grown man to stick blue tack in his ear. And I thought he was joking when he told me. I says, "You're kidding, aren't you?" He says, "No." He says, "I'll swear on my own life." It told me to stick blue tack in my ear. I says, "Well, what if you can't get it out?" You know, I say, "You'd be all right turning up an accident and emergency." "Well, doctor told me to stuff some blue tack in my ear, but I can't get it out now." I couldn't believe it when she told him to put blue in his ear. And that is a doctor for you.
Fair enough.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So, Ben, have you got? Are you flying anytime this week for the job or for yourself leisure activities?
I've not got any plans to fly this week. I've been working on a video, which I've been working on a video for a little while now. Every now and again, I'll do a little bit, but the video I've been working on was with my drone. Dad came out and filmed some stuff because my dad flies with me and whatever with our own drone. We quite often fly together. So he came out and flew whilst I was doing some work whilst I was at work, basically. We were doing some rescue boat stuff, some bits and pieces, and I had the GoPro on as well. So I've got a few different GoPro shots and some drone footage of us out on the boat at work, which was from it was 2 weeks ago now because I was on a course last week, so I've not had a chance to do much. But yeah, I'm still working on that video. I was hoping to have it done, let's say, week before last, but that's the trouble. I start videos and then I just think, I just want to tweak this or change that, and you know what yourself, it's time consuming, isn't it? We reckon for every time you fly the drone for probably about an hour's worth of flying, you've probably got 10 hours worth of editing, haven't you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you want to make it, yeah. I'm just going to say hello to Naturally from Canada. Hello, Matt. I hope you're all right. So I don't know whether anyone follows Mark's channel, Naturally. Great channel. He does drone footage and, it's a channel of varied videos.
I say Pixie downloaded one yesterday. Did you see that? Managed to see that, Keith?
Yes, the one from Barnsley. Yes, where the end shot was the best shot.
I laughed at it. Pixie, Daddy Pixie, and Digger the dog.
Yeah. I thought coming down like that and leaving the camera on record. I thought, wow, I'll tell you what, he looks like his dad though, doesn't he?
Yeah, except his dad's a lot taller than him. After.
Oh, back up to 8 viewers, hooray! It's climbing again. Oh, we've gone down 1-7. We've got 11 likes. Don't forget to hit that like button. Whatever you do, hit the like button.
Well, Pixie's gone upstairs. Should be with you shortly. I'll wait till it comes and then I'll swap onto the piece.
Yeah, we've lost Ian. He ain't coming. Oh, Pixie's channel's joined us. Hello there.
Right, I'm gonna get off and I'll see you shortly.
See you in a minute.
Good evening.
Then, Jeanette.
Right, we can talk about it now she's gone. What's she been saying?
She's been saying how much she likes a fireman. She's likes turning that phone off.
I already knew that. Have I got a bit of competition now then?
Yeah.
A drone widow. A drone widow, and it's Keith's fault, apparently.
Yeah. It all started with Mr. Eagle.
Because he came over and I let him fly my drone then, and he's up now. And if he don't get out flying once a week, he's got withdrawal symptoms.
At least.
So, Chris, I'm going to ask you now, do you like the drone community?
Yeah.
Because I noticed that you're coming on Sean's channel on a Sunday night regular.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going on that one.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it last week and I went, oh crap, it's Sunday. I went, oh crap, it's 9:30. I better get in.
Yeah.
And then we had that Wally in it, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, last night, first time, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was a troll straight away. When he asked him about his car.
Yeah. Well, I can't get anyone now. I've just put expat in to see if he was on. Thingybob, but he wasn't, and Ian hasn't come in. See all these invites I've been sending out, and nobody wants to come in and join us tonight.
What's going on?
Yeah, I thought we was going to have a decent drone chat. So Ben, are you still in touch with your 3 buddies or the 2 buddies who was on that live stream with you? Sam?
Yeah, I still keep in touch with those guys. Mark came out with me when I was flying the Matrice. Actually, Mark came and helped a lot of my dad was doing some of the video for that, the ground video, and Mark came out and took some pictures, and which you might have seen on the Facebook, the Facebook post I did with all the pictures of the Matrice and stuff, and a few Instagram ones I've done as well. So yeah, Mark came out and did that, and then the other lad, Kristen, he's one of the local Coast Guards as well, so I see him quite often, and obviously they're quite interested in using the drone for various jobs because it's difficult access jobs. They'll have a good use for it as well.
Right, I'm off to. So okay then, random. See you on Wednesday night, hopefully, when I'm interviewing Granny Bates. You're my sidekick, I hope.
Bye, Random. Yeah, did Gail put the link into the new channel?
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I was just saying, did Gail put the link into the new channel?
No.
No, I'll go do it now then.
Yeah. Hello, Tony at Copter Video Footage Studio. Thank you for watching the preview show. I just wish we could get you up because he desperately needs some more subscribers because He goes out most days filming. I don't know whether you follow his channel, do you, Ben?
I do.
Who's that?
I've just subscribed to him.
Oh, thanks a lot, Ben. Yeah, because he's out nearly. He lives in up north, Northumberland, I think, area, and he goes out nearly every day. I'm just going to put the link in again, Jeanette. For 30 seconds. That's it.
So, just want to say thanks to True Drone Reviews as well. I'm just going to sub your channel if I haven't already. See, he's just been in sub mine.
There you go. There's the link.
Oh, I'm really pleased he's got a few new subs. So that's the new link.
I don't think I'm subscribed to him.
I'm just going to turn the light on because there's.
I forgot to put it on, didn't I? Sorry. My bad. Oh no, you get another subscriber, True Draw Reviews.
Turn the light on.
I forgot to put it on, didn't I?
Chris,
Yeah.
just one complaint about it. Could we have about page a little bit about what the channel's all about, please?
I did. I put it on there.
I've just been on. I'll just go on it again. And there's now, all you've got is home. You've got no other thing on the about page. You haven't got an about page or anything.
Still, don't tell me I didn't save it like a plank. Oh, no. I'm just having a look now. I typed a shed load in. And I bet I haven't saved it, have I? Oh, here you are. Every penny counts. And it's, if we say click show more, it tells you all about it there on the front page.
Oh, I'll have a look after.
Well, we've got 8.
You should have 8 subscribers now.
Yeah, because if Chris or Jeanette, do you want to tell Ben and our viewers what it's all about? The new channel.
Right, I'll tell you. Basically, what it's all about is we're just going around, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, we're just trying to look for bargains for everybody. It could be stuff in shop, it could be on the internet, it could be wherever you live, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what it is. What?
Got some echo now.
It's me. I hadn't done my YouTube channel.
Yeah, muted it, yeah.
Yeah, I've done it now.
Okay, then I won't sack you then, Jeanette. So, I'm just going to say hello, Drone Nut. It's nice to see you in the room. We've got Ben's drone at the end, behind the green, in front of the green screen. He's from Lowestoft, or that area. Right, I'll tell you what my memory's like. Oh, it is. It's going.
Oh, so does this mean we get a free holiday to Lowestoft then?
Do you know what? I used to work at a holiday camp before I was in the fire service. So if you'd have asked me 10 years ago, then yes, but I don't work there anymore, I'm afraid.
Wait, the Vauxhall one, was it?
No, it wasn't the Vauxhall one. I've been there before a few times.
Yeah, when I say Pixies worked at one or two, he's worked at the Vauxhall one and the what other one where we used to live in?
Avon.
Yeah, the Avon one, and Wild Duck as well. He's worked there.
That's quite popular. Wild Duck's quite popular, isn't it?
Yeah, because we actually used to live in Belton as well. We lived in one or two places in Great Yarmouth.
Okay, that's even closer to me then.
Yeah, just down, or it was just down the road.
Yeah.
We actually lived there for 6 years.
Did you?
Till 2012, we came back.
Okay.
Because my mum is actually from, well, she was but she had a few health issues, and it was like a 4.5 hour journey for us. So that's when we decided to move back to Nottinghamshire. And then she only lived on like 2 streets away, and she got a bit too close for comfort. She was coming round every day.
Oh God, yeah, that's too much.
And that's when we moved back to Sheffield. But yeah, she's passed away now, bless her.
No.
In April of this year.
Mm.
So I mean, same as we've said, at least living in Sheffield, we're only like about 40 minutes away. So it was better than being like 4.5 hours away.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's a fair old drive, isn't it, from here? I've got family. My mum's side of the family live in Mansfield, so they've all got Nottingham accents.
Yeah.
It's not too
Well,
far.
we used to live just down the road from Mansfield. Have you heard of Sutton in Ashfield?
Yeah, I know where Sutton Ashfield is.
Yeah, that's where basically where I was born and bred, actually.
Okay.
Who's the lady with the glasses? That is Mrs. P. That is my wife.
As if he did.
I think I've just subbed to him. That's why he's probably asking.
I'm
Mrs. P. I'm Pixie's wife.
Yeah.
Anybody
what have you done that for, Chris? You don't have to do that for me.
I know, but I just thought I'd like to show my appreciation for what you've done and got me hooked on drones, so I thought I'd pay you back.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
I'm taking it back off you, Keith, because you got him hooked on drones.
So, Ben, does your wife mind you flying your drone?
Does she mind me flying the drone? Well, yeah, probably. It's probably much more important things I could be doing. But no, she's pretty good, really. If it's a nice day, she knows I'll probably be out flying the drone. So, yeah, and now that I get paid to do it as well, that's not so bad, is it? Because at least I'm earning money when I'm out flying with work. So,
well, I come a poultry third. I do. First, it's his football team, then it's his Betty, and then it's me.
Yeah, yeah, but at least
football at all, so I get away with that one.
Yeah, but at least you are both YouTube. I mean, the problem in my home is my wife is not interested in YouTube, Facebook, any social media. She don't like me going on the computer. She don't like me going on the iPad because she says I'm neglecting it. So what do I do when she goes to bed? That's the time when I can come on.
Well, it's neglect, Keith, when you'd rather go flying on your drone than spend time with your wife.
Yeah, no, I disagree. I disagree because you go with Chris in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And usually because she's been looked at.
Yeah, my missus, she'll come with me, but she won't get out. She won't get out the car. And if I go bird watching and I could sit in a hide all day, but she won't come. She'll sit in the car for an hour or two, and then she'll text me and say it's about time you've got to come out. But I've got a weekend away again. We're going over to the daughter's Friday.
I mean, like in summer, Keith, I will be there with him. It's the only the fact that it's been cold of late.
Yeah. So,
and obviously, because of my arthritis and everything, I'm better off sitting in the car rather than standing out in the cold.
Yeah. So I'm over in Retford on Saturday and Sunday. So Columba Park, near I don't know whereabouts it's near to or something. We'll have to trying to arrange because it's supposed to be fine, isn't it? Cold.
Sheffield United are on telly on Saturday.
Yeah. He won't be available tomorrow night, will he? Because he's out at the...
he's going to match tomorrow night.
Like that, see me in crowd.
Is it at Birmingham on Saturday?
No, it's at home.
Is it at home?
Yeah, so we've got home game Tuesday, we've got home game Saturday.
So it's a double whammy then. You're going footballing Tuesday and Saturday.
I could take my drone and fly it on the ballet, couldn't I? Let you all watch match.
Yeah, it's all right for you, Tony. You know, you live. I think you live with your mum, don't you? Or look after your mum. But you get out most days, don't you, with either your Osmo or your drone? You know, I mean, you know, that's what really surprises me, because Tony of Quadcopter Video Footage Studio, I mean, he puts some great stuff on YouTube, you know, and he gets very few views on it, you know, which it must be disheartening.
Well, it's just gained another subscriber because I've just subscribed to him.
And I was already subscribed to him, but I do need to catch up on some of his videos. I guess it doesn't.
Quadcopter Video Footage Studio. I have just subbed to your channel.
Thank you very much, Jeanette.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that. But I tell you what, I wish we could do. I'll have to do a live drone chat, because I mean, Sean gets no ending on a Sunday night, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, God, yeah. I mean,
all over the place, you know. So I could do with time out next. Oh, that'll be great, Town. I look forward to that. I watch everyone, but I don't comment on everyone now, because I've got that many to catch up with.
You see, I'm of this, Keith. We're here to support everybody, whether it's a drone channel or whatever channel it is, because I know, yeah, I've only been doing my channel since July, but I have got I only want one more for 360.
I'll tell you what.
What's Broad's name? What's your name? Sorry,
Ben.
Ben. Hello. My name's Chris, by the way. No, obviously Jeanette. I'm going to say something then, and it's gone. Oh, yeah. What type of drone you got?
Phantom 3 Pro.
Oh, Phantom 3 Pro. So I've already got keys, so I'm going to steal yours now.
I was saying earlier, it's they're all pretty much exactly the same, aren't they? I mean, there's no difference apart from the camera quality between the advanced that Keith's got and the Pro. And I think the range is just a little bit different between the standard, isn't it? So, yeah, to fly, they're all pretty much exactly the same, really. But in all fairness, the Pro's obviously got the 4K, but I've not got the software that's capable of editing 4K. So I did have a period of recording everything in 4K, and then to be able to edit it, I have to put in another bit of software to then reduce it to 1080p and then do the editing on it, which seemed a bit of a waste of time. So I just tend to record stuff in 1080p now. So in all fairness, I might as well just have the advanced. But
mine's got 4K on it, my camera, on the standard.
Has it?
Yeah, so because I got it off of eBay, so I wonder if somebody's added that to it. But it's got 4K. It's actually got 5K on it.
Has it? I've not heard of that.
I think. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
So, has anybody flown the Unique Breeze then?
I've not flown the Breeze, but I've flown I had to go. You know, Keith, when I was saying about when we trialled different drones, and I flew the Unique H500.
Yeah.
Unique Typhoon H, isn't it? Was the one we tried. Yeah, the Typhoon H was the one we trialled in. Just before they brought the Typhoon H520 out, which was one we were going to get, but yeah, so that's a nice drone. The Typhoon H, quite like that one.
Just a small announcement. I am now on 360.
Hey,
yeah, I've added you as a moderator, so you can post your link in.
Oh, Pixie better off doing that. You know, me and technology. I'm not all that.
Hang on a minute, eh?
Oh, you're a moderator now.
Ben,
He said,
going back to the software.
Yeah.
Have you tried Filmora?
What was that one? Sorry.
Filmora.
No, I've not tried that one. I was saying to Keith earlier, I tend to use Seraph is the software that I use, which I've been using for years. It's quite an old bit of software now, but it's I know how to use it and then way around it really. So I quite like using that one, to be honest.
Right, because Filmora is if you get a paid version, because if you use a free version, it leaves a watermark, and about 40 quid I paid for.
Okay.
And but it does render in 4K. and it does. There is a lot of extras in that, but I've got about nearly £500 worth of extras. But I had to download it for free. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there that like do your free effects, special effects, and that. So I've got about £500 worth of special effects on my YouTube channel. On my sorry,
on the software.
Yeah, and it's pretty good if you know what you're doing with it. I just add little bits. I'm not really into all this editing like, but if you know what you're doing with it, you can make some really outstanding videos with it. I do highly recommend it. To really good software.
Quadcopter video footage. Has this just got the Mavic quadcopter video footage?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's had the Mavic for a while.
Oh.
I watched a video the other day. I forget who it was. He's got quite a few subscribers, and altogether he got the Inspire 2 and the Phantom 4 Professional. Or is that the latest one, Professional? Phantom 4.
Yeah, that will be, won't it?
Yeah, the highest one. The highest one of the Phantom 4 and the Inspire 2 with a load of added extras. And guess how much it come in total for how much for all the other bits and bobs that he got with it?
How much?
10 grand.
Blimey.
$10,000. Thank you, True Drones. Yeah, £10,000. And it come in a great big backing box. It was huge.
Mm.
But the Fire 2 looked absolutely mint. That one massive enough.
Don't get any ideas, Mr. P.
There's a friend of mine just down the road from me. I noticed he's selling Inspire 1. He'd advertised it on Facebook the other day. So he was selling Inspire 1. What else was there? There was the Osmo mobile handheld Ujima flip thing as well. And I think he was asking 1,300 quid. He'd put a post on eBay, or Facebook linked his eBay post to it. So,
300 quid?
1,300, 13.
1,300, I thought. 300 quid, I'm having it.
I'd have had it for that.
Fighting for it.
So, Keith, did you ever sell your standard?
Yes, that's gone. Yeah, that went the first night it was advertised. It went within 20 minutes.
I bet you any money I've got your standard. Did it have a few scratches on arms, Keith?
No. I was hoping Pickering was going to buy mine, and I was going to get a Mavic, but I don't think Jeanette's going to let him at the moment.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ben, if he'd have waited, I was going to buy him one for Christmas.
What, a Mavic or something, I suppose? Something better?
Well, if it'd have waited, it'd have waited in Seabury. Couldn't wait.
Now we're impatient, aren't we?
Oh, definitely.
So it's his birthday on Wednesday. So what I'm going to do, he wants because he hasn't got anything to carry it in. So I'm buying him he wants a backpack sort of thing, not the case.
All right, and you want to get him some prop guards as well.
Ben, do you know about Drone User Magazine at all?
I'm going to say no, I don't, to be honest with you.
Well, if you put in Google Drone User Magazine, it comes out quarterly. It's free. It's only that they email you the link every time. You can't download it, but you can read it online.
Okay.
And it's a magazine that's been out. I think it's been out, what? I think there's 4 copies of it. The next copy's coming out on the 1st of December. It's in PDF format. And what you do is they send you the email when it's out, if you register, and then you get that every quarter, and you can read it on your computer.
Okay, yeah, I think I've just found that just now, actually.
Yeah, it's a brilliant magazine. You know, it's based somewhere in Lincolnshire. I'll tell you in a minute. West Pinchbeck, and people send in all the pictures and all the reviews and everything like that. Absolutely brilliant magazine, you know. So if anyone wants to have a look at that on the computer, it's called Drone User Magazine.
Right, I'm now going to stick I'll stick a link up for that. A link's in the comments box now, there, Keith.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
I shall bookmark that.
Yeah. It's absolutely brilliant. Really worth reading. You know, and if you go on the link, you can you know, have a look at the last 4 issues, and there's some brilliant stuff. You know, and they have YouTube videos in it, and they have Vimeo.
Can we put our YouTube videos on it, or do they go out and select?
Well, you can put your send them the link to your video, and they might include it in the magazine.
Only that one that went into 3. Do not do this.
So it's you know, it's a brilliant magazine, you know, because somebody told me about it.
Is it free then?
It's free, yeah. You can't download it. You can only go on the site.
Yeah.
Open it and read it.
Oh, cool. I'll have a look at that.
Or you can go on the site as many times as you like and read it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, some interesting stuff in it, you know. So if anyone else in the chat, go on the link.
It says it's good when you're out reading, when you're out or bedtime reading.
Yeah. Well, I read it on my iPad, so you know. So it does. It opens like a book. It's just a shame that you can't download it.
We should have been here that
you also know about the YouTube magazine as well. That's free.
No.
Yeah. Videomaker.com. If you click on that site, and they produce that every quarter again, and you can download that to your computer or to your iPad or to your tablet and read it.
Oh, cool.
I'll see if I can find a link for it. Hold on.
Yeah, please, mate, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Gonna.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey Keith, we were 2 numbers away from getting £500,000 on Saturday night.
Hey?
We were 2 numbers away from getting £500,000.
Oh, was you?
we got 20 quid on Thunderball.
Yeah.
So we got 3 numbers at Thunderball. We only got £20.
£20 is £20 though, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
It is. £20 is better than a kick and smack him, isn't it, as they say?
That's it. Apologise for keep disappearing. My little boy, I could hear little feet running around upstairs. He'd obviously took himself out to the loo, so I'll put him back to bed again.
Oh.
He's not very well, bless him.
Oh, bless him.
How old is he?
He's 5, the youngest one.
Oh, happy days.
Yeah, no, he's a good lad, really. He's into drones. Every time I go drone, that's a good excuse for the wife, actually, because he quite likes to come out flying with me. And then if it's a bad day or bad weather and what have you, and we can't go out flying. I don't know if any of you tried it, but on the I don't know if it's got it on the standard. Does it, Keith? You've probably got it on the advanced, but you can go into like the tutorial, and there's like a little simulator. You have to have the drone switched on, but
yeah, I think there is that on there. I'm not sure.
I don't know if anyone knows in the comics whether the standard's got it or not.
Yeah,
I have no idea. I'll have to have a look on YouTube to see if there is, but the only problem is I can't do it in the house because there's too much interference. So
Wait, what were the
you know, for the camera to connect to the drone itself.
Does it?
So do you know when you want to like adjust the settings? I can't do it because there's too much interference.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'm just trying to find that link.
What link are you looking for, Keith?
the YouTube magazine that you can download.
Just type in YouTube magazine.
I have done, but it don't come up.
Oh, well, that's not very good, is it? It's part of Google and it can't find it.
Yeah,
Oh, dear. I'm just going to see how many, if we can get any more subscribers for that new channel. Let's have a look. Refresh. Eventually. It's coming. Oh, we got 13. Woohoo!
Oh,
So we're
that's
getting
good.
10.
Now then.
Awesome. Yay.
So Keith, where did the Eaglevp name come from? Then I'm guessing that's Video Productions, is it? But what was the relevance with Eagle?
Yeah, when I had my video business, see, from 1989, I had a video business doing weddings, christenings, birthday parties, commercial work, everything like that. And I retired 7 years ago when I was 60. So that's where the Eaglevp came from.
Oh, I see. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
So was that a full-time job for you, Keith?
Eh?
Was that a full-time job then, doing the video production stuff?
That was from May to the end of September.
Okay.
Keith, I'm going to put this in the link. Oh,
Then
sorry.
I used to have all the other time off then.
Keith, I'm going to put this in the chat. Oh, you found it, have you? I found it straight away.
Yeah, I found
That
it.
one.
And if you go on that site, youtubermagazine.com, subscribe, and you can download the magazines in PDF format, and you can read them at your own leisure. Do it on a tablet, on your computer, even on your phone. And it's all about, you know, they have different channels, some great advice for YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah,
I didn't know. So bookmark that one as well. Bookmark. There we go. Sorted.
Oh, Ian.
Oh, Ian Drosens, where's the link for the Mavic at £800?
Where's the link for the Mavic for £800? Who put the £800 up then? Who mentioned the Mavic was at 800?
Not me.
Oh,
Not me.
No, Tony's put it on.
Quadcopter's put it on, yeah.
Yeah. Is that right? So, £800? Well, I'll have to have a look at that site. Just a little bit of thing that I can tell you, Chris. You know, if you want to keep the comments on the chat window, just highlight them all. Control A at the end of the, you know, before you shut it down, and save it to Notepad. And they all save to Notepad then.
Oh, but guess what?
What?
Nightbot does that for me.
Does it? Oh, well, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it saved it all.
Oh, Ian Drones, look at that. £7, 750 quid.
I'm going to say £7.50. I'll have 20.
Oh, Mrs. B, can he have one?
No.
No.
Short and tall of that one, Keith. No.
Oh,
If I can't have one, I'm going to have a beer instead.
well, do you want to buy mine now, Chris?
This is Pete, can I buy you?
I can get one at 750.
That'll be gone by the time you get that, Keith.
Yeah. I'm just going to say hello to January.
Hello, January. You got to talk slowly when January's on because she can only read.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why, really, I should do the subtitle.
Can you do subtitles? No, you can't, can you? On the live feed?
The only sign language I know, Keith, is That's thank you.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of sign language when I was doing care work down in Yarmouth.
Quadcopter says, stop smoking and drinking, you can buy 10.
Yeah. Well, this will all be well, from Mrs. P and Callum and me draw. This is all the pleasure I've got.
Yeah. So, Ben,
Yeah.
are you going to do some live streams now that you've got back into the hang of it?
I'd like to. I don't like the idea of what Sean does of chatting on my own.
No,
I think I would struggle doing it that way. Like this isn't too bad, is it? With a few of us chatting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think I'd find that quite difficult, just talking to a screen and trying to read the comments. I mean, he's brilliant at it and he does it really well. That's a good show. But yeah, I think I'd struggle with that a little bit.
Yeah, I've got to have somebody to talk to. I mean, Gail of Random Life Productions, she does quite a lot of hers without anybody coming into the room. I don't know about you, Chris and Jeanette. Could you do that?
Well, I started doing it on my own, and it was a struggle at first, but I was new on it, like. But because I've been doing it a while now, I could do it on my own if I wanted to. But it seems to be more fun and more exciting for others in chat when you've got like 3 or 4 or 5 people on the panel, and you're all having a good time, and it's a good old chinwag, isn't it? You know what I mean?
See, this is one of the reasons why I don't do many live streams on my channel, because I says to Pixie, the thing I find hard is looking into the camera and finding things to talk about.
Unless what you want to do is get a particular subject that you do want to talk about.
Well, that's it. That's it. I've
Like
not got a problem talking into the camera when I'm doing my vlogs. It's just the live streams you put in and sort of on the spot, aren't you? If you know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like that. If you do it on your own, you don't have to do it like for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You do what Mel does, just do it for about half an hour or so. Just say,
That's it.
well, this is what I'm going to be doing this week, guys. I'm going to be cooking whatever, doing this, doing that, and that's it, done.
Yeah, because I mean, what happened with Jeanette with randoms yesterday then? Because I just switched it on.
She lost
just
signal.
about to make a comment, and it went off.
Yeah, the signal was cutting out on her all the time.
So she kept losing signal, and then all of a sudden it went off. So that's why she did the live stream a bit later on.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
because it was a bit of a disaster. Because I think she went under an underpass, and that's when it cut out altogether.
Yeah. And then the problem is the data on your phone, isn't it? You know, because I mean,
you've got a contract,
live streams that doesn't half use the data.
You can't do an hour's live stream on a mobile phone data usage, can you?
Yeah, no.
Well, you see, the problem we had there, we were just going out.
Yeah.
To his parents, so.
See, I'm all right because I've got BT Wi-Fi on the app, like you have. So as long as you get outside the shop that's got BT and it connects, then you're all right, aren't you?
So I was waving to J1 Zombie. He said hi.
Keith, have you tried doing live from the drone yet? Actually flying with the Advanced, doing a live video at all?
Yeah, no, I want to do that, but the problem is I've only got 500 mega data.
Yeah, I think I had the same. I've got 2 gig now, but I've done it before, and it does chew through the data. It's like literally you'd probably use 500 gig on one flight sort of thing. But I've done it before. There's a few of my videos were sort of live flights. I think the most hairy one I probably did was flying from our boat, from our cruiser. So we're moored up in the middle of the Broads. So we're totally surrounded by water. Took off the roof, and I was obviously live on YouTube at the time. So yeah, that's something else I'd quite like to do again, is perhaps do some live drone footage.
Yeah. Especially with a thermal imaging. Well, I bet you can't do that, can you?
No, probably not. I mean, I have to be logged in on my own iPad, obviously, to be tethered to my phone and what have you. So yeah, I can't really do it. To be honest, the thermal image one's not that interesting. Say the Z30 is good because it's got a really good zoom. I don't know if you saw that video I did with the train. I followed a train for several miles.
Yeah.
Drone was stationary, and that was literally done on the zoom and just panning around and following it. So yeah, I might have. I've still got that clip still. So I might obviously I put a little bit of that on the thing. So I might try and make a slightly better clip on a little video with that at some point if I get a chance. But no, definitely live feed from the drone's pretty good.
Yeah. So can you tell us?
Do that, but I've only got a Samsung, and it don't go live on Android yet, does it?
Yeah, it does. Mine's live.
Yeah, I'm sure I've done live with the Samsung. Mine's a Samsung S5.
The DJI app.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think so.
What Android phone have you got then?
It's got the S7.
Yeah, it should go live on that.
Because I can't find it anywhere. Because you know when you showed me, and it says you click on the quadcopter thing, you go advanced settings, and all it says is others, but it's not highlighted. So why it's not highlighted, I don't know.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking now. I don't know if I've done it or not. I've certainly used the Samsung to go live, but I think what I've possibly done is because the iPad I use is not a cellular one, so I've probably tethered the iPad to the Samsung phone. I've probably done it that way, to be honest.
I don't know why it's not showing up because I can't find it anyway. So next time Keith comes, I'll fire up the drone and I'll say, "This is where it's supposed to be," but it's not.
Yeah, I'll have a play with that next time I'm out. I've actually find that the iPad seems to perform a little bit better with the Phantom because the Samsung. I mean, it might just be my phone because I say it's an S8. Mine is not an S8, an S5. Sorry, so it's one of the older models. So that tends to the screen sort of rolls and flickers. That doesn't seem as good. What's that one, Keith?
That's the Android, the Sony. So you click on the three dots.
Yeah.
When it comes up, and then you go down to the bottom there and click on those. So I'll just click on them. Come on, phone. And it says, the second one down, it says, can you see, choose live stream.
Yeah, no, I ain't got that on mine. I'll show you. Let me just have a look. 2 minutes.
And then that's what comes up. YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Webbo, and custom. So that's on my Sony one. And that's an Android.
Sorry about that. I had to go to the little girl's room.
Keith, how do you get DJI Go to load? I don't know if you can see that. I can't get Go to even if the drone's not connected.
Yeah,
it won't even let. It just says how to connect. It doesn't actually let me connect.
Just
obviously, it won't connect.
Just hit the camera. You know where it says camera?
No.
You know you got that screen up that you've just shown me.
I'll show you that one.
Wait a minute. Yeah, take it up. You know you've got the drone there, and it says camera underneath.
No, there it just says how to connect.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll load it back up again.
They'll only let me do it if I'm plugged in. If I'm plugged in.
No, you don't have to be plugged in. It just takes you to the home screen.
Right, sorry, I've just had a text from my dad. I'm going to have a look for it now. Where's we DJ? I'm going to go up.
So on mine, look, it's got camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not got that on mine.
And all I do is hit the camera, and then it takes me to the home screen.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. I say it's slightly different on mine. I just get. Can you see it? Well, hang on, it's slightly there.
So, what happens when you hit how to connect them?
I got it.
Just goes at the tutorial.
Can you see that, or is it a bit too bright?
Too bright.
Bit bright.
Right, I thought it was. I'll get the camera up. I'll press the camera. Right, then you press the 3 dots like you said. Then you go to the other 3 dots, and then you.
Quadcopter video footage studio said editor.
Go into editor then.
Says others.
Stuffed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. 4G.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
4G. I think it might have. Hang on. Yeah, here, look. 5G.
Yeah. Well, that's the Wi-Fi.
I know that's the camera settings, but
Yeah.
where it says clean cache locally when video cache. The video cache is not even on. I'm scrolling down and there's nothing there. It just says others and about at the bottom where yours.
Yeah, I can't understand that.
So why is it not?
Yeah, see, that's what I get.
Yeah, see, you've got it.
No.
I've got Facebook, YouTube, and custom and Weebell or something.
Yeah. Well, I do it to YouTube. You know, I've done a live stream. But
I've got that bit on there at the top. Have I got it on the right one?
No, you go down to the bottom of the screen where the 3 dots.
I'm just showing you what I've got on there. Then it says clear flight route, and then I've got the 5G thing in there.
No.
A little bit further down, and then I'll go right down the bottom. It says clear cache video, all warnings, clear all warnings, and it says others and about. That is right at the bottom.
Have you hit the 3 dots at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm at the 3 dots there, look. Done.
Yeah, are you hit them, and then it takes you to the next screen.
That is the next screen on the 3 dots. Just the 3 dots. It's not going anywhere.
Jumpy at all.
No, not going on.
Because the work, on there.
Because I'm sure somebody said, I think it was Matt's Big Dream. He said to me that you can't go live on Samsung Android, but obviously Ben's proved me wrong.
Yeah, you can, because my mate goes live on his Samsung. What you've got, the Samsung 7?
7, yeah.
Yeah, he goes live on it.
Yeah, mine's an old one. Mine's the S5 Neo, so it's the old one. I don't know if you can see, but I've cracked the screen the other day. Can you see it?
Oh dear.
If you can see it, can you? Get out of it. All the way across.
These lower stuff lads, they don't know how to look after the goods, do they?
No, that's it.
Ben, can you just type in the chat just to see if I'm subscribed to you? I'm sure I am.
Well, I'm subscribed, so I'm sure you are.
I'm sure you are.
Right, but I just want to double check.
Yeah, I'll put my where was it?
You can go live on iPhone all the way back to the 5. Yeah, we're on the Samsung True drones, and I'm on S7 and Ben's on S5. Yeah. Ben can get his live on YouTube, but I haven't got nothing on mine to say to go live.
And yours is a more up-to-date phone than what Ben's is.
Yeah,
more up-to-date phone. So I've got to figure out, or there must be YouTube videos out there.
No, it's nothing to do with YouTube.
No, I'm saying there must be YouTube videos out there to show you if you need to click something to make it appear to, you know what I mean, on through your app.
Yeah. But this is it. You should be able to go live because
I should.
That Matt's Big Dream's been live on his standard.
Yeah, but was he on the iPhone or was he on the Samsung? I think he was using the iPhone, weren't he?
Yeah. Do you know anyone does anyone know if anybody's gone live with the standard on an Android.
But if Ben's got the options there for him to go live,
Quadcopter's video footage says general settings at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm on. General settings at the bottom, and he's on a quadcopter. Quadcopter says he's on a Samsung 8. So have you gone live on a Samsung 8 then, Quadcopter?
Yeah. You know, because I reckon, you know, I'll have to come over there, or you'll have to come over here. We'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
But it uses a lot of data.
Oh no. Ben, I am not subscribed to you, or I could have sworn I was, unless it's YouTube booting me off.
Sure, you ain't subscribed to Ben. He's a great channel.
I know, my bad. I do.
Well, obviously, I must have subscribed at one of your live streams or something, Keith. So, because I know I checked and I am.
Well, I'm subscribed now.
Excellent.
Three
Cheers.
dots at the bottom. Yeah, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on, mate. Look, I'll put it you there now. Hang on, let's put the screen back up so I can see.
See, that's a different one to ours, isn't it?
Am I on the wrong app?
What app are you on?
I'm on the DJI Go app. The app 3.122.
I don't know what version mine is.
I'm just going to have a look to see what version my one is. Right.
Quadcopter's just said 3 dots at the bottom, which Keith's just already told you.
Yeah, already gone on that. I'm wondering if I've downloaded the wrong one.
No, because your drone works.
Yeah, it works on it.
Yeah.
Well, why is it not doing it live?
I don't know.
Why is it giving it me that option? Very strange. Tap them. I've tapped them. I'll tap them again. I'll go into it again. Look, I'll show you on screen. You can't really see, can I? So I'll look. There's the top ones. I'll click on that. Yeah. Where's the bottom one? Oh, what I've done. There we go. Clock it. There's it already goes down to the bottom one. There's on the 3 lines, look.
3 dots.
3 dots, sorry. There, look. It's already on. I'm tapping it.
Not taking you to the other screen.
And then that's going about. Let's go there. It's still saying others. Yeah, nothing about.
It says go to check for app updates.
Go to check for app updates. How do I do that? I don't know updates.
I can't understand that. What version have you got on then, Ben?
No, I'm just looking. I can't see what version it is.
If you go scroll down to the bottom, go into that general settings bit.
Yeah, I've got it.
Version 3.122.
That's why.
I've got 3.123 is the one I've got.
Oh, 3.122, so I need to upgrade, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, one's 2.3.
It says deinstall and then reinstall.
Yeah.
Installed. Oh God, I'm not too bad on WhatsApp, but when it comes to reinstalling and install,
you just go on Play Store.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll delete that.
Uninstall.
I'm just uninstalling DJI.
Go into the app and see if you can update from the DJI app.
It's too late, Keith. I've already uninstalled it. Sorry, mate. I just had to let you go through it all.
So, Ben, can you tell us how far the zoom is on the camera?
Oh, what, on that Matrice?
Yeah.
The Z30, the Zenmuse Z30, it's got 30. Well, let me get this right. 30 times optical zoom, and then 4 times digital zoom, which apparently gives you 180 times zoom. Does that sound right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So so I was actually flying in Lowestoft, or just on the outskirts of Lowestoft, and I was zooming in on a ship in the harbour at Yarmouth. If you watch that Matrice video I put up, the very last bit right at the end, I think I worked it out because I used Google to work out the distances and stuff, and it says on there in the text. I think it was about 10 miles from the ship that I was zoomed in on, and the wind farm just beyond that, sort of, which is off Caister, isn't it? Off that way was is about 12 miles. 12 miles away, because there's another 2 miles out to sea, so it was roughly 12 miles away, and it was zooming in on them.
Wow.
Quadcopter video footage says he is on the 4.1.15.
Yeah, there's an update today.
No, I've just downloaded DJI Go for products before P4. Is that right?
Yeah. That's the new update today.
Right. So hopefully, touching wood and all that, I should be able to go live and use up all my data in one go.
Excellent, good stuff. I probably need to do the same then. Anyway, I'm going to have to shoot because it's 10 o'clock and my wife will be home from work in a bit, and she'll want a nice hot bath, run and that kind of thing, and kettle needs to go on, all those kind of jobs just to...
I'll catch you again on another live stream. You're welcome to come in anytime when I do one.
It was nice to meet you, Ben.
And you. Nice to meet you both.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not under the thumb at all, Chris.
Says him, and he says, how high do you want me to jump?
I don't know what she's on about. She's making it all up, mate, I tell you. Not to keep it
anyway,
mate.
Thank everyone on the live chat. I've been neglecting everyone a little bit. I'm just a look now, but yeah, nice speaking to you all. Catch you all again soon.
Yeah, bye.
Hey.
Take care. Bye, Keith.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
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 Oh, I've got to enter. Oh, crikey.
Carry on then.
I've got to enter my email address and all this business.
Yeah, you have. That's the problem, isn't it?
I was just remembering which one I put in. Hopefully, it's the one that. Oh,
I'm going to do the same, but I've just uninstalled mine because I haven't got enough room on the flaming phone to download any.
I don't want to sign. I want to sign in with input phone number or email address. I want to. Right, here we go. My card to. Oh, crap. My card to see writing. You watch, I'll not be able to get it on now. You know that Litchi app, Keith?
Yeah.
That is supposed to be quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, but you pay for that one.
Yeah, it's 20 quid, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, is it worth getting that? But I've got to learn to fly it first, haven't I, basically?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a good app. No.
Oh, what are we doing here? Input very good. Oh. You register. I don't want to register a DI. Oh. Do you know, every time you sign up, you download an update.
Yeah.
And it says sign up and log in. So I'm pressing log in. Because it's a new update, have I got to sign up again?
No, not usually, but if you've uninstalled the app, yes.
Oh. People.
See, like every time I've got to update mine.
It says use Litchi as well.
Yeah, you can use them both. Have them both on your phone.
I'm just going to have to check my email address. 2 minutes.
Oh, full bore auto grow. Welcome. Never seen that one. I'm going to check his channel out and subscribe. Oh, I already do subscribe to him. Sorry.
I'm going to see. I don't subscribe to you, so I'm going to have a look. 2 minutes.
That was nice talking to Ben.
It was. He seems a good lad.
Yeah. So what you selling, full bore auto grow?
Quads.
You've now got another subscriber. Sign up. You will register the account, enter registered email address. Okie dokie. I can do that one for you.
Tell you what, it's taken a long time to install on my phone.
What's that? The new update? Mine come up straight away, Keith. I suppose it all depends what your Wi-Fi is like.
I've got good Wi-Fi, haven't I? Here.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm registering now.
That's one thing I have. I bet I've got to sign in again now.
Enter verification code.
Sorry about this, folks. We're busy signing in. Carry on the conversation.
They're just updating the apps for the drones.
Because I can't get online with YouTube because I've got a Samsung phone, and apparently you can.
Can, because Ben could.
Enter a password. So if I go that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Ooh, it says, "Look at me! I have a Wizard 220 and a Cymer X8AG, and whatever that is."
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, what for one here? Why is it not? By clicking this, we're going to try to turn the condition right. It's not letting me set a new password. Oh. Go. Next. We'll take that.
Guess what? I forgot what mine is.
It's not letting me set a new password. Why is it not letting me do that? By ticking this box, we agree. I want to enter a new password, but it's not letting me.
No.
Oh. Is it doing the same for you, Keith?
Quadcopter says old password.
Well, that's what I'm trying, but it's not even letting me type anything. I got loads of gear, all my stuff basically new. Hi, Pixels in the Sky. How are you? I'm going to see if I'm subscribed to Pixels. I think I am, because you're near enough got the same name as me. I'm Pixie. Pixels in the Sky. The name rings a bell.
Well, I'm not subscribed, but I am now. I'm going to.
So you should have 590. Awesome. I'll press the bell.
Yeah, I've just subscribed to Pixels in the Sky.
Pixels in the Sky. I don't know the words to that one. There you go.
I'm in.
Are you in? I'm not.
Yeah, well, I remember my password, don't I?
I've got my password, but it's not letting me type anything in there.
Oh, it's changed to how to connect now.
Hey?
It's changed to how to connect now.
DJI, go. Sign up. Oh, it keeps on kicking out. Skip. Sign up. Enter email address. It's not even doing that now. Sign into account. It's not doing it. It's fucking. Excuse my language. Oh.
Oh, it's how to connect now. It's changed the camera.
It's not doing it.
Well, you'll do it, don't you?
That's it. It gets a bit frustrated.
A bit. Right, it put a new phone number or email address. Right. Doing it now, doing
Quadcopter says it sounds like internet problems.
Should be alright. It's Wi-Fi's right up. Hopefully.
Oh,
No yawning loud.
Oh, I've only got 300 meg left on my phone.
Oh, that's possible. Ooh.
And yeah, I've got nothing to transfer over. Now, that means I've got to get rid of some apps. But I have to get another phone. I've only got an 8 meg. 8 gig.
Invalid password. What? Oh. Did I press it wrong?
Have you got it? No. So do you want to come in, Tony?
Go on, Tony. Go and say hello.
Say hello to us, Tony. Come into the live stream.
Boom! We're on. Hey!
Are you on?
Well, I'm connected to the.
we can see it's top at desk.
Huh? Oh, that's bloody Benny.
Oh, Tony's coming in now. I'll put the link in, Tony.
What you done, Benny? The cat. Sorry, you knocked the camera off.
Who's knocked the camera off? The cat?
Benny.
Oh, Benny, you're not being sick, are you, mate? Oh, no.
Yeah, well, that's all right, Tony, yeah.
Don't be sick of my laptop. Oh. Are you all right there, pal?
Hang out. Take you. Hello, Foundation Aerial.
Hello, Foundation Brian.
Hello, Brian. The link's in up there if you want to come in, Brian. I don't mind.
We know how to connect.
Hurry up, anybody who wants to come in, just click on the link.
His cough sounds as bad as Keith's.
Oh, he's making me laugh.
Hello.
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 Hello. Oh.
Hello, Town. How are you? Just going to take the link off then.
Yeah, I've just trying to do some editing on my time mouth video.
Oh, yeah.
Because I took it up, but I forgot to take it down. It was in 96 frames a second, and I like to film in 4K usually, but I've got some lovely shots, and I always use a compression program called Handbrake, and Handbrake always compresses your videos down for a fast upload to YouTube, but it knocks it at 1080. So I don't think I've lost a lot, but I do with the 4K. Of course, you can zoom in on 1040 or 1080. You cannot.
Yeah.
You do not get some fantastic shots of waves slowly bouncing across the waves and that, you know. I've just done some white horses, as I'll call them, and I got the drone right down onto the sea virtually and watched them all being created as they came down the front, like, you know.
So how are you getting on with your Mavic then? Do you like it?
I love it. Really is. I mean, I've had it now for, well, I suppose almost 8 months, like, and not had any problems, Keith. I've never actually configured it. You know how they say you got to configure your drone wherever you go?
Yeah.
I haven't done that at any point. I've never done it.
And you've had no crashes or anything with it, have you?
It comes up and it says, I found the home point. If it's on the map and it's right, then I'm happy. I just go airborne. It's gone. Yeah. And I've put it to the test. I've switched the thing off, and it's come back and it's landed right next to me.
Oh, wow.
I said to, I can tell you now, Keith, if it was so bad inside these machines, then the big helicopters would have to be calibrated as well.
Yeah.
And I'm ex-Air Force, and they never calibrate them. And the only time they do any calibration is if they've had an update or a new machine put in where it needs calibrating.
Yeah.
But the Mavic has such built-in technology now. It uses GLONASS, which means it uses all the satellite systems from Russia, England, and America. It uses air pressure systems. It knows what the air's inside it. It's got independent GPS markings, so when it takes off, it can actually tell you on a map what its GPS location is.
Yeah.
It also time logs as well.
You've got a question here. It says, is the Mavic gimbal something you worry about its strength? Is what I'm meaning. Other videos I've seen, they mention the strength is questionable.
No, there's nothing wrong with the gimbal. It's strong for what size it is. I've never had any issues. The only issues I have had is where I've left the gimbal protection off and I've put it in the back of the car and I've took it out somewhere, maybe 10 or 15 miles over rough roads, and I've got up and I've just took it off and the gimbal's all to pot. It can't configure. And what you got to do is just straighten that camera up, switch it off, straighten the camera up, and do a recalibration that way of the gimbal. But I always have to remember to put the gimbal guard on. There's a new one come out, gimbal guard, which if you go from the original DJI, it used to have 2 items to it. There's 2 parts. One went at the back of the camera, and then there was a glass dome. There's somebody actually now made it so you only have 1 complete unit, which is great. It works well.
Yeah. So why do you think your channel hasn't got a lot of stuff? Because everything that you do, I think is brilliant.
I don't know. But possibly because when you are doing a broadcast or uploading, I never ever put in my search parameters.
Yeah.
And really, somebody said you should put in your search parameters there: DJI, Mavic, blah blah blah, aerial shots, Scotland, and then YouTube know how when somebody looks for Scotland, they're going to push towards there. And I never really do the advertising that way. You see, I just do the name of the video and I put it up there. And really, I should start getting used to doing that. Where it was filmed and extra. And then if people search for that location, then they'll come up with my channel.
Yeah. Because I mean, you've done some wonderful views. Some great videos of Northumberland and everything. And I always promote your channel.
Thank you very much.
And the only thing I can say is that if you come on more live streams, like Sean's and even people who aren't talking about drones, just join as many live streams as possible. And that's the way you get more subs, because people who come into the live streams do tend to sub to you, and then you sub back to them. I mean, all right, I'm a droner, but I follow a lot of other channels as well too.
Did you see the Greenwich Castle I did?
Yeah. I haven't, since I've been subscribed to you, I haven't missed one of yours.
Huh.
The only thing is
I'll upload too many, I know.
the only thing is that that like when you upload 2 or 3 a day, I will watch them all, but I'll only comment on the one.
Yeah.
Ben's put, could someone put the link to Tony's channel, please?
Tony just want to type in a chat, and then they can get it that way if they click on the 3 dots.
Well, he's got a wrench, Tony, so all he's got to do is put his channel link in.
Oh, there you go then. Hello, Tony, by the way.
Hello. Let me just see if I can get across to my channel. Yeah. But yeah, Keith, on the on that castle, I had permission to fly over that because they were actually wanting to see the top of the castle. It's going to cost them nearly a £500–600 to get scaffolding in. So I went in there and I did the hovering above it, and let me keep the footage as well.
Well, that was good. Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
Because that is one of the only things that which is a shame about our hobby, that when you ask and do things legally, people don't give you permission.
Yeah, well, it so happens that on that particular castle, that's where I did 2 nights ghost hunt.
Brian, Foundation Aerial, it's the chap that's on the slow-mo. But for the simple reason is, if you don't alter it, the slow-mo, it goes too fast to read. So Chris and myself put it to 20 seconds, didn't it, Chris?
Pardon?
The chat window, Brian says, how do I get off the slow-mo? The chat.
Yeah, you got to go into advanced settings. Do you know where you set up the live channel for tonight?
Yeah, but it's only Keith that could take it off slow mode, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only you that can take it off slow mode. So if you go into your advanced settings.
Yeah, I know how to do it. No, I'm, you know,
it's just explaining to Foundation Aerial why it's on slow mode.
Oh right, yeah, because like Keith just said, sometimes you can get a load of people chatting at once, and the chat just goes up 100 miles an hour, and then you lose people's if anybody's asking any questions or anything like that.
Yeah, it says I have lots to say, so I don't know. It's not allowing him.
If you want to come in, I'll post the link again. But I only put it up for about 10 seconds because I don't like any trolls, do we?
No, not. But touching wood, we've got rid of them all.
So if you want to come in, Brian, just say you want to come in, and I'll put the link up again.
I'll tell you what, Keith, I'm going to come out a bit, and I'm going to jump downstairs because I'm going to have an early night because I've got work in the morning, mate.
Yeah, I know you have. Yeah.
So I'm feeling a bit tired now because I worked like a silly. What's it today?
Okay, then. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for coming, my friend.
I'm going to say, in other words, he's going to kick me off for here.
Okay, then, Chris.
Okay, then.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Keith. Bye, Tony.
Yeah, bye, Tony. Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, bye. Bye.
So let me know when you want to go off, Tony, because I was going to go off.
Whenever you want, mate. I'm not fussed, you know.
Yeah.
As I say, all I do on an evening is I watch Netflix or I'm editing videos, you know. As the port is over that direction. Some big ships in there. I live right next to it, you see. If I just walk to the end of my street, I can fall into the water where the big ships are. They're that close. And you've probably seen from my videos. And I did do one of the Norwich ship, and the captain got hold of me when he was walking back to the film, and he says, "Oh, have you done films on my ship?" And I went, "Yeah." He said, "I wouldn't mind getting some films of it as it comes into port and that." And I went, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that for." And I dropped the DVD off to him, but he hasn't got back to me. He said, "If you get me the DVD, I'll show you around my ship."
Oh, that'd be nice.
So I thought I could take me Osmo and you see, and just. But what I would love to do, Keith, is say, "Look, I'm on board your ship. Can I take your Mavic off from your heliport?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be
fantastic, wouldn't it? But yeah, but he only has 5 crew on there, and it's a huge ship. You know, there's only 5 crew on there.
And how often's that coming to the port?
Every 3 or 4 months it comes back. It comes in, it loads up, it's doing cable laying, and it goes back and forwards across to Europe and that, you know. But we've got not far away, we've got the big £3 million. It's a cable layer which I did a film of with all the lights on and that. That's moved now closer to North Blythe, which is so I went and sneaked on that and had a look where it moved to and that, you know. Plus I'm in an area now where dolphins have been seen. Yeah, dolphins down here, and I would love to get the Mavic up to catch them. And also up on the just the north of here, it's walking out by the turbines. There's been 2 minke whales seen. So really, I'm in an area now, and I've got seals here as well. So I am trying desperately to. I go out there every day. I take my Mavic in my pocket and see if I see something. I'm up with the Mavic and seeing if it's, you know, dolphins, because I would love to get the dolphins up. And
I'd love to see them. You know, I mean, that's the only problem when I went to the SEAL colony at Donanook, and because it's a bombing range as well, you can't fly. You know, I took my drone with me, and my mate's warden there. Can I use? And he says, no, you can't do it. It won't fly. It just comes up with restricted airspace.
Yeah, I'll tell you. But I mean, that St Mary's Lighthouse, what I've done, and it's one of my latest videos where I went up and circled around. When I come around the back of it, the tide was actually in at that point. But when that goes out, there's about 30 seals come on there.
Oh yeah, you'll have to get them.
Well, I haven't done it. I've had done it in the past, and we got told off at one point because the seals come there to rest, and it's a sanctuary for them. So they came out and said, "Don't fly your drones too close." So we don't. We stay about half the height of the lighthouse, and we come down using 4K. We can zoom in.
Yeah.
But I did a one off the coast of Sea Houses. There's an island out, really, it's about 2 miles off the coast. I took my Phantom 4 out there, and that was a sanctuary. And I went around the back, and you could see all the seals on there. And I lowered down, and I looked up at the seals, and this big elephant seal kind of rolled on its back and went, "Go away." Okay, I'll be told off. I'll go away.
Ian Drone says, "Do you have any other drones, Tony, other than the Maverick?"
I used to have a Phantom 4, but I had to part exit for a car because my car blew up. So no, I don't. But to be honest with you, I was using the Mavic more than the Phantom 4. The Phantom 4 is a big, it's a good machine, but I'm getting more and more confident with the Mavic. You know, I've had it up in some pretty strong winds, and you know, got the waves and that. As long as it's, I do those, the ones in sight. I have had it out of sight. I mean, I've had the Mavic up to 2.5 miles from me. You know, which is a slap on the wrist type. But yeah, they say keep it in sight. But I mean, it's so small, I lose it. I mean, if you don't wear glasses and that, you've had it. You know, I can see it. I've got binoculars.
Yeah, well, that's why you need a spotter with you, isn't it? When you go out, because I always take the wife, and she uses the binoculars, and she always keeps it inside. Then you know, you know, I mean, the Mavic. I would think the distance of that before you lose sight is about what, 250, 300 yards.
If that, yeah.
So especially if you go up to about 400 foot. I bet even above 200 foot you won't see it.
Well, you might, if you keep an eye, you can see it. But if somebody comes up and takes your thing, or you can't see it again, you won't be able to pick it back out again. You know. And I've got those silent props coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Reduces it by 30%, so you won't be able to hear it either. But I've always got it linked, and this is what annoys me about the FAA rules, is when I was flying at Tynemouth, it warned you're in a Class D area. Yeah. Now, when I go downriver and go and have a look at where the tugs were going, there's a helipad down there, so that's why they give you that information to say beware. But when I fly, I keep it down to about 197 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm always wary of helicopters anyway. And if there were around, then I'll drop it even lower.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it up to 300 or 400 feet unless I'm hovering where I know it's clear. You know.
Yeah.
But there's more information on my iPad to what the aircraft's doing. A spotter can't tell me which way it's facing.
Yeah.
It can't tell me the attitude. It can't give me the wind direction. It can't tell me the speed I'm traveling.
Yeah.
And it can't give me the GPS locations, which I have on the iPad. So that's what annoys me about the rules, you know. And yes, the rules are there for a reason, and it's common sense to keep it in sight.
Yeah.
Then again, why do you give that much power to a helicopter that can do what it can do? And somebody said to me the other day, I mean, I went out yesterday flying, and I must have had 12 people come up and had a look and say, "That's fantastic, I want one now," you know. And then they come up with a question, "Well, how far can it fly?" And I say, "Well, legally, 400 feet up." And I said, technically, 2.5 miles would be my range, and then I can bring it back safely. I says, but they have had it out to 7 miles,
yeah,
and then landed it because that's the range of the battery. He says, well, so what's your maximum height then? I says, well, if it goes 7 mile out that way, it does 7 mile that way. And he says, you're being in with the stars, you know. So, yeah, you know. And that's what people don't realize, you know, there's so much power in the engines, they can actually go very high. And I mean, I've done it here. I live in a Class D, and the aircraft come across here at 1,003, I think, and they go out to sea, then they turn to go into Newcastle.
Yeah.
When I had my Phantom, it had updated and it reset everything, and I just went up to what I thought was 400 feet, and it wasn't. It was meters, and it was 1,300 feet.
Oh, wow.
It was within the flight path of aircraft.
Yeah.
So I had to bring it back down fairly quickly. But on the way back, I was filming. Get it going, yeah. But, you know, I had to say, well, you know, I went up this high, but if DJI didn't reset my settings, everything, you know, about the settings, like from feet to meters and et cetera, then you wouldn't have these problems. But I'm now wary of that. Every time you do an update, you've got to reset everything. Otherwise, you could lose a drone, or you could be doing something wrong, you know. Yeah, yeah. But,
Ian Drones wants to know where you're from, Tim.
What, originally from, or where I live?
Where you live now?
I'm living in a place called Camas, which is near Blythe, Northumberland. I'm across the river from Blythe.
Yeah, yeah. So not far. So have you met many other drone people?
Yeah, I mean, every weekend we have aircraft flying here.
Yeah.
And they have drones coming up. We've got people with some big drones and that, and we go along and we film each other, and we fly up on the beaches there, and because we get a fairly big reach here. So I mean, somebody just bought a Spitfire aircraft, a model of it. So we tend to have the Mavic above it, and he gets it airborne, and we track it as it goes airborne. So, but it's quite difficult to keep track of aircraft because they can't slow down, and the Mavic has got the speed to catch them up, you know. So it's quite difficult to do some footage. But yeah, we have a lot of people down this area because it's a big beach. I mean, I've only had one issue. That's with a guy along the street. He came down, threatened me, said I was spying at his missus, and you know, because I was coming down and landing in my garden.
Yeah.
And I says, oh, he says, you want to grow up? Like, I said, you have no idea anything about helicopters, you know. Yeah. I'm looking on YouTube, I know what they can do. Oh, for God's sake, you know. So he's in my not a friend book, you know. You know, they just got no idea. I mean,
because this is it. They think that because they've got a camera on, that they can zoom in, but they can't. I mean, all right, I know you can in post production with, but
yeah.
You know, not like the camera that Ben used, because there you can zoom in.
Well, that's quite an expensive helicopter, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, because
I'll tell you what a privilege to fly one of those. Oh, must be brilliant.
I know, but I get worried about flying a Mavic, never mind something big like that, you know. Yeah. And we go, what the hell's that? You know, you can't fly that, you know. But no, I mean, on the 2nd of December, I'm up to North Blythe. They've invited me up for an evening because they're starting a new drone magazine.
Yeah.
They're calling it Pictures of Northumberland. And she's asked me to grab photographs of Tynemouth from out at sea. So I've took the drone out to where you can see the 2 ports of Tynemouth, and took a photograph for her. And that's a part of their magazine. And they're doing from Tynemouth up to Bamborough. So she's asking me to do drone shots all the way up to be in their magazine. So that's something I'm doing at the minute. And then on the 14th, I'm up at Wooler, which is 30 miles north of where I am. And the photography club up there, who do obviously just camera work, are interested in coming to talk about drones and what they can do. So I've been compiling some of my videos and videos about the Spark and the Mavic and all the aircraft up. So I've got to do a talk for an hour and a half on drones. So that's the first time I've done that as well.
Oh, I hope you're going to film that.
I don't know if I can, but we'll see. I'm going to take up my Osmo and see if I can do some filming, you know. But she asked me for a photograph. She says, I want a photograph, and I want a photograph of what you've took. So I give her a photograph of Bamburgh Castle or something like that, and then I give her a photograph of me. She says, well, that's going on a poster to advertise you. I went, well.
Foundation Ariel asked, what is your favourite video on your channel?
Ooh, that's a good one now. I mean, I like the castles, and the Bamburgh Castle used to be my favourite, but this Greenwich Castle, I don't know how to pronounce it, this one that I went over the top, because I was about to fly over the top of it. I think that one's going to be one of my favourite ones, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, all my videos I enjoy, but the castle ones I do like, you know. I mean, Dunstanburgh Castle, I usually fly 3 or 4 miles, or 3 miles from the road to the castle, and I fly around the edge of it. And when you get the sunlight right, you can actually see the tint of the old walls and that. You can actually see what was inside the castle. If you walk into the castle on the ground, you can't see that.
Foundation Ariel wants you to post your link in again, Tony.
Again?
Yeah, well, he's on the phone. He's at work, isn't he, you know.
Working on them? Oh, my goodness gracious me.
Yeah, because he lives in the States or somewhere, yeah.
Let me just...
So he's just going to post a link in again, Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to try and do it while I'm... Alright, let's just see if I can do it.
Do you follow DJ Ian Entertainment as well then, Tony?
DJ Ian, I can't say I have.
Oh, because he's got a great channel, you know. He filmed the new bridge over the Wirral.
Yes, I did see that one. That was pretty good.
He filmed it all along.
Yeah. And it was great. I said, because didn't he suddenly do another one about a factory? And he's been doing a factory from an air shot of a factory. Is that the same?
Do you want to come in, Ian, and say hello? I'll post a link again. See if you found your iPod, his earpieces.
I mean, I bought that for the Mavic, and they sent the clip for it. They said bright. It's sitting on top of the Mavic. But I figured if I put that on, I'm going to get a lot of UFO reports.
Excuse me, I've got a bad chest.
Get some Vic on.
Through drone reviews. Thanks a lot for staying with us for so long.
Have you got any Vic in the house? Have you got any Vic?
No. What happens when I get a cold? I get a dry, tickly cough.
Yeah.
I go to the doctor's, and he gives me antihistamine tablets normally, and they take about 2 weeks to work, and then it goes off.
Usually, if I get a cough and a cold, I get some Vic that you rub in your chest. Put a teaspoon into a bowl, put boiling water on it, then put a towel over my head, and boy, does that clean it up. Yeah. But no, I mean, drones have come a long way now. I mean, the DJI have brought out, is it 3, and then in the camera work as well. You know, your DJI, your Osmo Plus, your phone one, and then you're going into the things called the Rowan, which is a big camera jobby, you know.
Yeah.
So they're into photography in a big way. You know, and have you seen that new Mickey take of the Mavic?
Yeah.
It looks exactly like a Mavic.
Because you know they think everyone's thinking that DJI are bringing the Phantom 5 out, aren't they?
No, I can't see them bringing a DJI Phantom 5 out. I don't think they'll call it a Phantom 5. In fact, the Majestic, or whatever it was called, came out instead. Yeah. I noticed that they are actually coming out with that one that you what do you call it's flying. That's now coming out with twin cameras on.
Yeah.
You have 2 feeds, one for infrared and one for standard, and that's for search and rescue.
Yeah.
You know, so they're going into that line now as well. So and also they've got it. It's got preheated onboard heaters for the batteries.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah, and twin batteries, so if one fails, you've got a backup. And then you got the new one that they're bringing out, which has got 12 rotors on it, and it can take up to a 15-pound camera, but it has 12 batteries on it, I think 8 or 12 batteries, and each one communicates with each other battery, and if one fails, you've got 7 backups. It's ridiculous.
It is. Oh, I've got one dislike just now. Oh.
Dislike?
Yeah.
Oh, let them dislike.
Just come in and dislike straight away, I bet.
Well.
I don't mind. It's a view, innit, as I always say.
Well, let them dislike, you know. But no, there's some new apps which this DJI have got one where it can lock onto your phone. You don't need the controller.
Yeah.
You can lock onto a phone and it'll follow the phone rather than the controller. That's one of the new things that they're looking at. So, but if they're going to put a mobile number in, and it tracks the mobile number, we'll find out. Go.
Yeah, okay then, January, I got that. So if I want to get in touch with you, just send you a message on Hangout. She's deaf, January. She's a very nice, you know, the followed my channel for a while, and I follow, you know, she's a watcher, but, you know, yeah, I appreciate that.
Do you still use the GoPro then when you go out? Are you going to get an Osmo or something like that?
Well, I've been thinking about the Osmo because I prefer the Osmo with the, you know, because you've got the stabilizer and you've got the.
Well,
whereas the GoPro, you've got to buy. It's all separate.
Yeah, there's only 2 problems with the Osmos. Is the onboard mic is no good. You have to have a mic. Now, the Osmo Pro, which has the 2 on the camera, and they're quite coming down in price a lot, that actually allows you to do live stream.
Does it?
It will do live stream, but my Osmo will not allow me to do live stream, and I've complained to them. I said, well, why can't I do live stream from mine? Well, apparently it's only the Pro that allows you to do live stream.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking about that, I thought, well, maybe that's why Pixie can't do a live, because he's got such an older aircraft.
Yeah.
But it's
Matt's big dream over in the States, in Indianapolis. He's got standard 3.
So well, I mean, it's not, you know, it's got to be the software rather than the machine.
Yeah. So, you know, and I've watched other channels who have got that, like Richard Parmisano of New Orleans.
Yeah.
He does live, and he's only got the standard.
Yeah.
The Phantom 3 standard, and he does live streams on it.
It's true. Yeah.
I just can't understand why he hasn't got that facility. He should have.
He should have.
Because it's not the drone, it's the software. And every bit of software I've ever had, I've always been able to do live streaming.
I mean, I bought one of them, and it's rubbish. It really is rubbish.
Yeah. So, what do you think about 360 video? Would you go for that? The
DJI does a 360 on the Osmo, and that's quite good. I'm just
saying Scott in the chat.
Yeah, the DJI app works on the phone, where the 360, if you tip it on your phone, it actually works well on your phone. Not so much well on Facebook. It either won't do it, or you have to move it with a mouse, you know. But they're quite good, and Litchi allows you to do a 360 as well. It does pan films, doing that, and then there's 3D Pixie, I think it's called, or Pixel, 3D Pixel, and that you take pictures using their software and upload to the net, and they create a 3-dimensional or 3D picture, which I haven't really installed on the Mavic. So, you know, I might give that a go. You're always worried about it crashing at some point, you know, where they might put a minus instead of a plus in the software and it just falls out of the sky, you know.
So do you use the tripod mode?
I've used the tripod mode, but the only problem with the tripod mode is you do need something that's moving fast. So, like, if I'm up on the Wansbeck River and I'm facing towards the motorway and I go into tripod mode, I can slowly go to the left, and it gives a lovely slow moving in the front, and the cars are speeding in the background.
Yeah, that's what I like about that.
Yeah, but if I'm doing it on the beach and I'm facing towards the sea, there is not a lot of action there, and it doesn't have the same effect. You've got to have the two things interacting, you know. As I say, the slow-mo, or there's actually three new selfies on the drones now.
Yeah.
And there's rocket, and there's circular, and there's something else. And basically you press that and it does a countdown. So you can be standing like that, and it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the drone just starts filming, goes, and then it comes back to where it starts from. Or it flies around you. You stand like that and you say, do a droney of me, and do a circle, and you just stand like that, looking out at sea, and it does a circle of you and getting higher and higher. And then when it's finished it, after I think it's 45 seconds, it comes back and positions itself where it started the droney from. So that's on the DJI-4 under the filming. You've got to have the aircraft airborne first.
Yeah.
And then you go into selfies.
Yeah. I'm just saying hello to Chris. Nice to have you in. My P3 standard allows live stream. Yeah. So, that's why I can't understand Chris's, unless it's been modified. But it's still not the drone. It's got to be the software.
I say I mean, I haven't had any problems really. I mean, I think I even did broadcast lives on me Phantom 3. So I think it must come down to software. He's upgraded the software.
I mean, I did a live stream on my mate's channel with his Phantom 3 standard.
Yeah.
But see, I can't on my phone because I've only got 500 mega data. So it would use it up in about 3 or 4 minutes.
I've got 30 gig on mine. I can't use it.
Well, how much you paying for 30 gig on your phone then?
Well, that there is the Samsung S8, and it costs £62 a month.
Yeah.
But with that comes 20 gig of data.
Yeah.
Then I've got the BT, the EE internet with them. For that privilege, they give me another 5 gig. So now I've got 25.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, I had errors with me things twice this year, and they give me another 5 gig and another 5 gig, so I had 35 gig. But the tap off at 30 gig, so I've got 30 gig a month, and I'm going, hang on. I mean, I went on there earlier on today, and it says you got 9 hours, use 16 gig. I want.
So are you going to do a live one with the Mavic?
Oh God, yeah, I do that as well. I mean, it's surprising that it doesn't use a lot of data when you're doing live streams,
I thought it did. I thought that, about 10 minutes is about 1.2 gig, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never, when I go on there, it doesn't seem to use a lot of the 30 gig. You don't actually notice it,
Yeah.
It doesn't go down the meter, But yeah, if I've got the iPad on, I've got to link it to the mobile, because on the mobile's got the share type thing.
Yeah.
So I sometimes do that, and then get airborne, and then go through the live stream that way, But yeah, I usually do it to Facebook rather than to YouTube. I don't think I've ever done a one to YouTube. I might have to start doing that in the next one.
Yeah. Oh, it's better to you, because then all your subs know about it, straight away. But I mean, I've rung the bell on it. As soon as you do anything, it notifies me. It comes through on my phone, comes through on the YouTube, on the iPad, and on the computer as well.
Yeah. as I say, it's the area I live in is very good. I mean, I've got one of the places I want to visit is Cheviot Hills. They're an hour and a half drive for me.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's always got snow on the mountains. I thought it would be nice to get up there and with a Mavic and just go up the mountain slowly and just, you know.
I followed a channel called, I forget what his name is, but he used to do the streams and the, you know, the rivers coming down in the Lake District and in Cumbria and all that. And he got a GoPro, so he got the underwater scene, and he got the drone just, you know, he got the GoPro looking up while it was in the water, and he got the Mavic just flying, about a foot above the water. Absolutely great shot that was. I thought, oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Hi, Scott. King.
What was it I was going to say there? I was up Ingram Valley flying, which is I was getting told off actually because it's National Trust, which I disagree with. They got all this land and they say you can't fly in it. And this girl came down and said, "Oh, you can't fly it. It's National Trust." I went, "Well, what are you hiding? Like, you know?" And next minute, this posh guy came in a Land Rover. He says, "Oh," he said, "you're flying drones." I went, "Yeah." He says, "Fantastic." I said, "Well, who are you, if you don't mind asking?" He says, "I'm the lord of this area." And he said, I says, "Well, do you mind us flying?" She said, "No, I don't mind you flying." She says, "Well, she just told me off all that." So I hired out to her. So he said, "Show me what I can do." You know. So yeah, I went flying up and showed him where his sheep was. Like, he said, "I'm gonna have to get one of them because I never know where his sheep are." Up the side of the mountain, there they are. You know.
Well, that's a rule I can never understand. Why can't you fly over national? You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. Some of the rules, you know, I mean, it's like here. The reason why I don't do a lot of flying is because I've always asked, and every time I ask, they always say no. So now I'm tending not to ask.
Yeah. And
then because, you know, you do everything legally. You know, I'm insured. All right, you know, when the new law comes in where you've got to register, I'll register. But, you know, I never fly above 200 feet.
No.
Because to me, why fly higher? 200 feet is sufficient.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I was down South Wales last month and I was very tempted to go to Stonehenge. And you see, now that's a no-fly zone because it's National Trust. But I noticed that there's a mile and a half up the road away from Stonehenge, there's a dirt road. And I was going to park in there and just get the helicopter up to 300 feet and just go across and do a circle. And 4K, then you can zoom in and get Stonehenge. And they can't do a thing about it because, as I said to somebody, I says, the ruling is, if you read in the small print, it says you cannot fly from the National Trust land.
Yeah.
But you can take off from outside the National Trust land and fly across it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Because if they stop me flying, then they can stop all the British Airways flying as well. Yeah. Because they're flying across and hang gliders and, you know.
Patrick's in from West London.
Yeah. Get a kite with a 4K camera on it and just fly across the castle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is it. I don't think they would, you know, they couldn't do anything about that because you've taken off.
Yeah.
From, you haven't taken off on their land. It's taking off on their land. It's like the national parks in the States, isn't it? You can't fly in there, but you can take off and then fly.
It's like the ruling that says you can't get close to buildings or anything like that. You're not supposed to fly across the town. You can't fly across main roads. So they're trying to narrow us down. So here I fly up the main road.
Yeah.
And then when I come to the motorway, I stop the drone and I look left and right, and then I cross over.
Oh, well, that's a good one. Well, see, you look, I mean, I've got, there's about 4 or 5 people with drones who've got YouTube channels. 2 of them are done night flights near the town centre, not far from the police station.
Yeah.
And I think how they got away with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Some of them do some daring things, you know. But I mean, when I went down to Leicester, I wanted to go to a priory, which is in the red zone of East Midlands Airport.
Yeah.
So what I did, I phoned up air traffic control, and I knew one of the traffic guys says, "I'm just going to do some flying." And he went, "Well, where are you?" I says, "I'm just north of your airfield at the priory." He went, "Oh yeah." He said, "You're not going to interfere with us." He says, how are you going to be?" I says, "Oh, probably just above the trees." I says, and he says, "What time are you going to go airborne?" I says, "Oh, about 10:30. What time are you going to land?" 11:15. He went, "Fine, I've just booked you a slot. Enjoy yourself." He says, give me a phone back when you're cleared."
So, that was decent of him, wasn't it then?
So me Phantom 4 had a slot given by East Midlands Airport. We were airborne. Aircraft's now going airborne. So,
yeah. Oh, hell, that was good.
So I actually put that recording actually was on the film as well, you know. Yeah. But the majority of places that you phone within the air traffic will actually work with you if they can.
Yeah.
They'll ask you questions where you're filming. You know, it's like there's a couple of drones just over towards Cronington. Now that is, I can actually see from the Lady of the North, I can actually see the tower. It's that close. And people have been flying across that with their drones. And it's a no drone area because it's so close to the airfield and that. Plus they don't want their naked lady being filmed from the air. But they do it. And to be honest with you, even when you're that close to the airport, it's like it's 4 miles to the right of where the aircraft come down. The aircraft should not be in that area anyway. And as long as you are wary of where those aircraft are, they shouldn't have any issues, you know. As long as you're obeying the rules, you're not getting in front of the aircraft. You know, but as long as drones are around and aircraft are up there, you're going to have people saying, "Oh, that drone went into my airspace," you know, and all this, you know. But DJI are now putting chips into the new aircraft apparently, and that sends out a transmitter to all aircraft in the area.
Right, which is safe, isn't it?
Yeah. So each drone knows where another drone is, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. So.
Okay then, Tony. It's 11 o'clock.
Oh my God! I'm 2 hours past my bedtime.
Yeah. So I'll give you another ring and we'll have another chat because I've enjoyed talking to you tonight and getting to know you a little bit. I'll have to do a one-to-one with you as well sometime on a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday night. And you have to get onto it. Yeah. Yeah,
because I'm booked up this week. I'm booked up next Wednesday, the week after. So the week after that, I'll arrange, if you're willing, for
isn't that Christmas?
No, that'll be about the first week in December.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, should be all right.
Yeah, I think it'll be about the 5th of December, the 6th of December.
Yeah, I should be. I'm pretty certain.
Okay, then. But I'll be in touch with you before then, anyway.
Indeed. I say I'm thinking of coming down your way to do the filming of that ships, like I just said on there, because there's that narrow port. It's Seaham.
Yeah.
Because the ships have got to get through that narrow port.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to hover above them while they get in there, you know. But I've been down there a couple of times, which is not really that far from you, I don't think, Seaham, is it?
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, it's about an hour for me to get down there.
Yeah, because I'm in Cleveland, so, you know.
Well, I have to come down there and let you have a fly me Mavic.
Yeah. You're welcome anytime. I can put you up. You know, with I live in over 55 complex. There's
right, I'm 62 next year.
There's a spare bedroom, you know, and it's £6 a night, you know, so that's all it costs. So I'd pay that.
Well, I'll pay that.
No, I'd pay it. You're my guest.
Yeah, but yeah, come down. And, you can have a feel of the Mavic and even have a fly of it if you want. You know, it's worth having the experience of that. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Is it a lot different to the standard or the?
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Straight away, as soon as the fact it compresses down so much as well, and when you ask it to go airborne, it's got a minimum of 20 satellites, whereas the ones you're talking about only has 7 or 8 satellites.
Yeah,
so therefore, it drifted a little bit. These new ones do not drift. They'll hold where the total stand because they've got between 10 and 20 satellites. So the Mavic is, you know, in its class, top of the range. It's like a souped up Phantom 4 type thing, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get one. But it's just that they've got to come down in price, and I've got to sell mine now.
700 pound. As I think we put some prices up on there, but it's drones for less. They have some pretty good deals on there, you know. And if you can get, you know, some money for your kit and that, and you know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm trying to sell mine to Chris for $450.
Yeah.
And then I can put the rest to it then.
Yeah. Plus, you can then put it away. It goes in a little box like that, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I just like the thought that you can put it in your coat pocket and go.
It goes in the glove compartment of my car, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so you can always take it with you. Whereas that big thing, you know, in the bag, it's a lot, you know. But...
When I go out, because I call him Numpty down the street, he always expects me to have a big bag. And what I do is I've got one of these jackets with the big pockets. I have the Mavic on the inside and that side, and the control on that side. And I'm carrying my camera here, my Sony one. So he has no idea I'm going flying.
Anyway, Ian Drone says $7.59. Oh, okay, Ian, I will go check that price, definitely. It's you know, I mean, they have come down a lot.
The set to, there's going to be a drop in price for the Christmas sales. I've been hearing, so you might see another £50 drop before Christmas. They're foreseeing another 1,000 drones being bought over Christmas.
Yeah,
you know, the Sparks dropped now under £400.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is it. You know, there's more and more people, you know, flying drones. But it's in the UK. It's the weather, isn't it? The wind, the weather, rain, and everything. And you know, all right. You know, you live by the coast. I live by the River Humber, and there's not a lot of interesting places to film.
No.
For me to go out, it's a, you know, it's an hour and a half journey every time if I want to go anywhere nice. And then usually when you get and they go, you know, as I say, I always used to ask, but now I've stopped. And I think to myself, I'll just find some nice take-off place and that's it. And then go over the land because I can't stop you.
Yeah, I see.
Okay then, everybody. I appreciate you all being in the chat window. But I'm going to call it a night now. And thank you very much for coming on, Tony. Hope you'll join me on the next live stream that I do, when it's not a one-to-one. And I look forward to doing a one-to-one with you in a few weeks' time.
Indeed, sir. Okay. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.